Hello. Good morning. Suprabhat. I am Sudha Madlinge, Deputy Registrar, Academic Section, IIT Bombay. Warm welcome to IIT Bombay, one of the best institute of India. Let me begin by congratulating everyone for securing a seat at IIT Bombay. Your dedication and hard work have brought you to this prestigious institution. This year, approximately 14.75 lakh students appeared in JEE Main, out of which 2.5 lakh qualified JEE Advanced and around 50,000 plus students have secured JEE Advanced rank. Ultimately, only 1400 students made it to IIT Bombay. This means you are among the top 0.1% aspirants nationwide. A truly remarkable achievement. Big round of applause for all of you. I also take the opportunity to congratulate your parents and families whose support and sacrifices have been instrumental in your journey to this milestone. I hope your travel was smooth and that you are comfortably settled down in your hostel rooms. Today, we will start your 6-day orientation program, which will help you to integrate into IIT Bombay's ecosystem. In the morning session, you will be addressed by our Director Sir, Deputy Director Sirs, and other dignitaries. They will introduce you to Institute, its various facilities, and share their expected from the students from the IIT Bombay. In the afternoon, you will be proceed to your respective departments for your registration process. During this time, we will hold a session of parents here in the convocation hall, where we will share the important information to the parents. In the evening session, students will return to this hall, where we will provide information regarding scholarship and financial aid and other support mechanism available at Bombay. After that, students and parents will visit respective hostels, where ISMP coordinators will brief you about the hostel life and the facilities. And tomorrow onwards, students will participate in various onboard activities without your parents, including physical certificate verification, biometric registration, medical certificate submission, and ID card preparation. We look forward to supporting you in guiding through this transition. Now I take this privilege of inviting Director Sir and other dignitaries onto the dais. Director Professor Shirish Kedare Sir, Deputy Director Professor Milind Atre Sir, Dean Academic Program Professor Suvarna Kulkarni Sir. Please bring a round of applause. Associate Dean Academic Program Professor Pratibha Sharma, Dean Student Affairs Professor Suryanarayan Dola, Chairperson JEE Advanced 2025 and USC 2025 Professor Viren Menges. Big round of applause for all of them, sir. Now I request Professor Viren Menges, sir, to kindly hand over the official list of admitted students to our director and address the students.
Good morning and welcome to this academic orientation. This year, 1,80,422 students appeared in JEE Advanced and 54,376 qualified the exam. 18,188 students have been allotted seats in 23 IITs and 1,364 out of these have joined IIT Bombay. We also conducted USEED for admissions to BDES programs across the country. 15,408 candidates appeared for the exam, 5,703 candidates qualified, and 37 have joined IIT Bombay. While extending a warm welcome to the freshmen, I'm handing over the list of admitted students to the director.
Now I request our director sir, Professor Shirish Kedare sir, to address you, all of you. Thank you, sir. Professor Shirish Kedare sir.
So welcome to IIT Bombay, and yes, I am richer by 1,418 children today suddenly, and so welcome to IIT Bombay, and congratulations to you for making it through whatever numbers. Does it matter? Just doesn't matter, right? The numbers don't matter, but the fact that I am there matters. So through all the hurdles, and then the last hurdle was yesterday's rain and today's rain and all these things. But I hope you enjoyed the hostel stay yesterday with your food in hostel 16. Yes or no? Yes, like the food or what? Yes or no? Yeah, if yes, it's a problem. That's how we used to say at the hostel when I was there. I was sitting there amongst like one of these seats. Of course, the seats were different. They were wooden seats at that time, 40 years ago. And yeah, this 10 meters, after 40 years, I am just 10 meters away in a different role. So welcome to IIT Bombay. It's a dreamland. Is it a dream or it's a dreamland? I know it's your dream. But I'll say it's a dreamland where it's an opportunity to make the dreams come true. So it's not that you have achieved it. It's that you have now opportunity to achieve your dreams, to reach your dreams. So you have to work towards it, right? Of course, it's a different journey now. Till now it was different, and now it's different. And I'll go to that in more details. So IIT Bombay is about 14,000 students. So this batch is 1/10 of the total strength of IIT Bombay. And we have about 55% postgraduate students and 45% undergraduate students, about 6,500. Today we are almost welcoming almost 1,400 UG students. But day after tomorrow I'll be welcoming about 1,500, 1,600 PG students, including about 600 PhD students. So this is typical addition of 3,500 students every year. So we have 758 faculty and spread across 17 departments and 12 academic centers and 3 schools. So that in all 23 academic entities. Plus we have about 16 research centers and 2 hubs and 5 sponsored labs. So it's about 23 research entities. And then we have 5 service centers, and we have 8 Section 8 companies and 2 international academies. So it's how much? Did you add up? So about 57 total entities makes IIT Bombay, apart from many administrative units, about 30 admin units. So there is ample opportunity for you to interact with different verticals, different departments, and different domains of knowledge, different domains of work, research work. We have, of course, engineering departments, we have science departments, we have management, entrepreneurial departments, and then we have economics, and sciences, maths, physics, chemistry, bio. We have a very good bio department. We are also going into medical technologies. We are also have association with Tohoku University in Japan, and we have association with UIUC in USA, Chicago, near Chicago, Illinois. Ample opportunities to explore and explore the new domains. So yeah, it's a dreamland where there are ample opportunities if you work to it, right? For that, I think you will have to change gear. in the sense that you have been studying till now, right? For coaching and other things, you have been studying, giving exams. Now you have to change the mode and go into learning mode, right? So you are on your own. Nobody is going to tell you that this is the thing. Maybe you will not be taken quiz. You will not be assessed in a conventional way, like quizzes every week, and the grade card going to home, and your parents telling you that, oh, do better. Well, we won't send grade cards home, right? Not at least every week. Maybe at the end of the semester, maybe, I don't know. But it's on your own. So you have to change gear. Yeah, you have to read yourself. You have to find out. Yeah, at least UG, you have some books. In postgraduate, we say that, yes, we don't prescribe any textbook. Explore the library, explore books, explore web. Of course, web is also dicey. Not everything is true on the web. So cross-check, right? So read, discuss. More important, think, right? Think about, yeah, what is it? Go into the basics. Correlate to various things. If certain formula gives certain way, other formula, does it give the same answer? Or does it not? Why? What are the conditions? Each formula is not given. It is always under constraints. So correlate, contextualize to reality, ask questions, understand. So this understand is a process, right? You theorize, you verify, you validate your concepts, you scrap your theories, you modify. That's how you process. You understand what is it, what does it mean, the basic. Of course, maths is very easy for helping in this journey. Applied maths is no problem. Of course, maths by itself, different people will have a different take. But yes, maths is very helpful in this journey. So we have a habit, most of the IITians, in any case, yes, write down a formula. I met a alumni maybe a month back or 15 days back in USA, Florida, Tampa. And he said that, yes, I just approached the melting and purification in a different way, wrote a formula in my BTech project, and he started a company on that basis. Now he is a leading person who casts and prepares the airplane turbine blades, which are high stressed, high pressure, high temperature material specific to the shape. So this is the beauty of going to basics. Of course, the theory is now modified and he has understood that, but habit of going to basics, theorize, verify, validate, scrap, re-theorize. In all this process, observe yourself thinking. So you are reading a book, maybe by sitting at the window, looking out to the trees and birds, and then thinking why the formula is like this, how this process is. Imagine the process, do thought process along with it. Many experiments are done in the thought first, and then observe yourself thinking. Look into yourself. See what are the logic that comes into your mind. Look at what are the emotions, what are the thoughts that come to your mind. That's what Gyan is, looking inside, looking yourself. And slowly you learn to learn. Right? So this is a journey from studying to learning to learn. And that's a thing that this 4 years, maybe 5 years if you opt to dual degree, or maybe drop a course and continue. So this is the period where you are with yourself, with your friends and everybody, where you have opportunity to think, understand, and yes, go ahead, modify yourself. So this is a change in gear. I don't think you are used to this in your school or coaching classes. But this is what IIT Bombay requires or aspires for, I'll say, right? And you are with your friends in this journey, your batch, seniors, juniors, from multi-states, different languages, different backgrounds, different economic backgrounds, but they are all our friends. It's a mini Bharat in this room, right? Mini Bharat, which is going to lead Bharat and ultimately the world, right? So it's a mini Bharat. Understand it, feel it, mix with everybody. Yeah, there are different languages. Our asset is we can talk at least 3 or 4 languages. That's our asset, which is unique all over the world, especially in the Western world. And then there are faculty, many faculties, research scholars, postdoctoral fellows. Interact with them. I met a alumni in Jaipur alumni meet, and he said that I really feel guilty that on campus I never went much to the main building and department and missed opportunity to interact with faculty. Yeah, it was very good life in hostel, but then a different, equally good in different sense, life at departments. So don't miss it, interact, and there will be faculty of all kinds. Some will trouble you, some will help you, some will make you friends. Yes, they are all people, they are all human beings, but crazy researchers, let me guarantee you that. And they will make you crazy and help you becoming crazy in chasing your dreams. Participate in different events. There are so many events. Participate at, yeah, typically our students participate at manager, but also participate at participants. Go into the competitions, fight with others, excel. Yeah, being manager is fine. It's okay. There are thousands others who can be that. But you can do something different. Not only go there as managers, but go there as participant, fight it out, win. That's a different ball game altogether. Interact with alumni. So we have alumni center, we have alumni association, we have student alumni interaction center, and yeah, be there. Our alumni, we have I think 64 batches passed out till now. 62 was the first batch, and so almost 64 batches, 75,000 alumni, and they have rich experience. They are leaders in almost all fields in India. They are leaders in many fields world over, and yeah, engineering, industry, academia, research center, ISRO chief, Dr. Sivan is our alumni, IIT Bombay alumni. Many industries at IIT Bombay, even politicians, a few politicians, movie makers, arts. There are IITians everywhere, right? And IITians are leading many important institutes in India, academic institute, industrial institute, about 500 top-notch industry by IITians is a list being published now. So many things to do, not only placement. Our alumni say that yes, what brought them where they are is the habit of going to basics through the help of maths, the habit of learning to learn, the habit and the support of fraternity. Once you are in some corner of California and then you bump into a guy in cafe, looks like an Indian, ask him, are you an Indian? Yes, I am in India. Are you from IIT? Yes, I am from IIT. Are you from IIT Bombay? Yes, I am from IIT Bombay. That's the anecdote told to us by Suhani, who is our alumni, passed out about 7 years back. Right? So, and then you make immediate friends. Right? Yes, if IIT Bombay, whatever age, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's IIT Bombay. So that's the spirit. Finally, the fighting spirit that they have shown, our alumni have shown, never give up till you succeed. So that's the way it is. But of course, meticulously, coolly, calmly, with strategy. Don't be restless. That's how we work. Do not worry about marks. Yeah, they are not really irrelevant. They are not really relevant. Right? I'll tell you that that is how it is. And what you learn is important. Yeah, your placement is, of course, you will think that it's very important, and IIT Tech will help you get into the placement, but that will linger around for 6 months. After 6 months, what will come with you is whatever learned for 4 months. So I have seen a case who was a JEE top ranker, went into industry, IT industry, sought after 3 months, he did the projects, he was put on the bench. After 6 months, he was out. Unless you learn to really learn, and the engineering and basics and whatever you want to, the research and engineering principles and many other things, yes, it won't survive for life. Okay, and you can do many other things. There are many, like you can do startups, you can do PhD, MS, go into academia, go into research. Many things are possible, and new domains are unlimited now, quantum, AI computing, whatnot, and social issues relating to society, policy issues, all this. How do you transit India from today's state to zero energy state? How do you model the path? The government requires modeling support. All this is important, and in this process, no need to get stressed out, depressed. On the other hand, enjoy the tests, right? Enjoy the grilling, I'll say. You can help yourself in getting over your ego. That's one of the major things. It melts. When you interact with others, you know that others are also equally good. We are all friends. There will be some frictions here and there. Yeah, but it's a time to get over yourself, your so-called self-ego. Be free, be sensible, be responsible, understand what are professional values. Of course, you will be told about plagiarism, and you will sign all that thing. Yes, but the most important thing is be honest to yourself. A wrong reading in the experiment may not be actually wrong. It may be indicating you something. Suppose Madame Curie had said that, oh, there is a mistake, and she would have stopped that experiment, did again. She wouldn't never have encountered radioactivity. So an unexpected reason, so-called wrong result, honesty reported, is very important. So in scientific journey, honesty is very important. Think about it. If there are anomalies, think about it. So these are professional values. These are also leading to values of life. So this is a chance to be with yourself and go ahead. Your parents are not here, but they are in the other room, PC Saxena or other auditoriums. Yes, and I like to tell them that yes, you may be restless that your child is going to stay in the hostel. He or she is no more a child, right? He will be on himself or herself, no problem, right? Let him or her come out of the nest, fly, go to the world, see the world, and he or she will make you certainly very proud, no doubt about it. So just leave this separation anxiety behind. Go ahead and enjoy witnessing the journey of your son or daughter. Let her or him break the shell, herself or himself. Don't help break the shell from outside. That will be problematic, right? So that's my maybe message to the parents. We are all there, don't worry. There are systems here. We are all there. There is a support system, many kinds. You will go through all this in the orientation. Parents will have a meeting. We will have a meeting with parents in the afternoon. Yes, it's all there. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. And also communicate. Communicate with your son or daughter. Yes, don't monitor, but help. Help. Communicate. That's fine. Keep your hand on his back or her back. That's fine. Don't try to monitor as you maybe used to do during the coaching, some of you. So it's a new life for you. It's new life for all of you here. And yeah, I'll say that, yeah, 4 years, जाओ अपनी जिंदगी जियो, लेकिन कैसी जिंदगी? ये तो जिम्मेवार और जानकार जिंदगी जियो. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now I request Deputy Director AIRT, Professor Milind Atre, sir, to address the students.
Good morning. Can't hear anything. Good morning. Yes, little better. So congratulations that you are sitting in the same hall where great people, let's say Nandan Nilekani himself, with the Aadhaar card that you have, and Honorable Minister, ex-Minister Manohar Parrikar ji was also sitting here once upon a time. So we are in the same hall. Director was in the same hall, I was in the same hall, so all of us are together, and I'm sure you will sit here and next generations also will come through and make us proud the time to come. So congratulations to all of you and your parents and your relatives and your friends also. So welcome to IIT Bombay. I'm sure it's no more a dream. In the last 3 or 4 years, you must have thought when I could be in IIT Bombay, I'm sure. You must have possibly woken up early in the morning, oh, the JEE Advanced is still not over, I have to still study. But that day is over and now you are actually here. So a round of applause to all of you. So some 40 years back, again I was here, and you must have seen the kind of rains that you had yesterday, and similarly walking with my bag, and that time no parents came with us, and today you got parents. Today the autos and taxis and your cars can come to the hostels, but I had to walk from the main gate with my bags to hostel. I never knew where the hostel 1, the first thing you attack is hostel 10. And then you understand that sequence has no meaning, 1, 2, 3, 4 has no meaning. You find hostel 15 and 16 and 1 immediately along with each other, adjacent to each other, and then your numbering goes for a toss. So I'm sure yesterday when you walked through all these rains, long distance cars, traffic jams, standing in a queue, but you know, coming to IIT Bombay is as difficult. Sometimes JEE Advanced is simpler, but walking long distances, traveling through these rains, coming to this class at 9 o'clock here, and from tomorrow on next week onwards, 8:30 lectures is also very difficult, right? And then you possibly understand that, oh, JEE Advanced was simpler. So I'm sure you have gone through all these things now, and now a simple thing of first orientation you have to go through. But when the classes start, again the same random orientation will start. So when I was walking through these rains, I remember a snake was crossing my road. And you must have seen this is a land of snakes, leopards, crocodiles, monkeys, lots of birds. And you see, did I strive to do all these things to come down here to see snakes around the corners? But yes, after 4 years, you will discover that these were the best 4 years of your life. So you have come to the right place. Some did come for the want of the branch that you wanted, or the love for the branch that you wanted. But I'm sure some of you, or many of you have come here for the love of IIT Bombay. That the name IIT Bombay resonates, vibrates, and you wanted to be here at IIT Bombay because IIT Bombay makes a difference. I'm sure many of you must have thought that let me go to IIT Bombay because this is the place I dreamed for so many years. About no other IIT you possibly may dream like this, but IIT Bombay, yes, you would dream. So your dream has come true. Whether you come out of love for a branch, whether you come for the love of IIT Bombay, after 4 years, I'm guaranteeing that you'll go as a different person altogether. All right? Now you are all meeting brilliant students here. You are brilliant peers. You are brilliant professors here. But again, the life is not going to be that simple as what was there in earlier schools that you were in or coaching classes. But if you miss one lecture, you'll find it difficult to understand the next lecture. You'll find very difficult physics 101, maths 105, etc., etc. But even if you miss these lectures, I'm sure you got a text to understand it from your peers. So your best friend in the class is going to be sometime your co-founder, sometime your friend for a lifetime. All right. So you'll all discover all these relationships right here in the hostels, right on the benches of these classrooms, right in your branch, and may not be from your branch also, altogether different. So branches are in silos. Don't get attached to these silos. A person working in mechanical department can do same artificial intelligence and data science. Somebody in energy science can do robotics and worry about the efficiency of the motor of a robot. All right. Somebody in chemical department can actually do fantastic coding and can be a great debugger. So debugging and all these arts can be understood from any branches. So don't miss out on the branches that you possibly wanted. You can learn about any branch, anywhere. And IIT Bombay is all about applied engineering now. Basic fundamental engineering is a must, but ultimately what you want is a system integration, for which you have to understand each and every branch. And then only a system and a technology will come out. You have to understand mechanical engineering, you have to understand electrical engineering, you have to understand power supply, control system, efficiency, engines, programming, etc., etc. So forget what you wanted, what you have, love what you have today, and right in the first year you'll understand you've got a pleasure of creating something new, some new technology, some new product. This place is very, very challenging, as I said. All right, these 4 years will teach you a lot of things. As the director said that to understand the problem statement first, go to the fundamentals, and then you can solve the problems. So write the equations first, but the equations are not mathematics. Understand the physics behind those equations. Understand how this equation make the system very simple, look very simple. And once you understand those equations, solving those equations is simple mathematics. But what is the physics behind those equations is something that you have to understand. So getting here is only the beginning of something. All right. What truly mattered, what you make of this journey after 4 years, over the next 4 years, you will meet beautiful minds, very good professors, your peers, your mentors, cutting edge technologies. We've got quantum technologies, we've got electric vehicles, we've got space technology. There are at least 35 projects going on here on space right now at IIT Bombay. We are building satellites, we are building racing cars, and at every time, at least 100 students work on these projects. So many of you would like to attach yourself to working on something satellite, something related to launching of a satellite, something related to understand about the engines, something related to understand about the combustion process that happen. Somebody possibly would like to work on hydrogen the time to come. All right. Somebody would like to make a control system, somebody would like to do coding, all these things that you can do here. Maybe the IoT, sensors, propulsions. We have got a defense center right on the campus. Again, we have got several programs related to defense technologies, hypersonics, etc., going on right on the campus here. You don't have to go anywhere to understand about this system, what were just the words earlier for you. You can actually see those things happening right here on the campus. The problem is that the infinite knowledge sitting on the campus, and what you have to do is kind of, optimize, understand what you can do best. Understand that you've got a limited time, though don't try to go everywhere, but see that I can do A, B, and P and Q or whatever, but not from A to Z. Because ultimately you will spend a lot of time in the hostels. All right, you will meet your students, you will have long time chats through the nights. Cacking session, what we call it as, you can have all those sessions right in the campus, which you'll remember throughout your life later on. So if you want to work on the robotics, yes, come down here, do the programming, come down here, make a team, and understand this place is of technology, whether you are from basic science, whether you are from humanities also, whether you are from engineering science, this is all about technology. And technology doesn't come isolated. It doesn't come with one person. It doesn't come with only one person who writes or does something. It comes with a team. So all of you have to make a team, and you'll understand right in the first course of your makerspace with the team matters, not an individual. The GPI, CPI lasts only for first 4 years, that's it. But after that, what counts is, can you work, can you share, can you work together in a team? Are you a team person or not? Or is your communication one of the best communications? All these things will matter when you want to be successful in your life. So what does IIT offer? IIT will offer a freedom to explore academics, research, entrepreneurship, music, debate, racing, satellites, design thinking, etc., etc. There's a huge, vibrant community sitting here. All your second year and third year students will take you through the journey, and they'll expose you to all these orientations, and then you have to decide where all you want to go. There are startups, there are 260 startups from IIT Bombay. In every room you got a fan which is from Atomberg company, who were students here in 2015. During the Operation Sindoor, you saw the surveillance done by drones, which were made by the company that was from IIT Bombay called Idea Forge. They were doing all surveillance on the border security. So these all came from IIT Bombay, and you'll be party to possibly take the same legacy ahead. So many of you possibly would have a startup. Many of you would like to work in a startup. All right. So all this education will start happening from IIT Bombay. What is most important also is your integrity, your collaboration, your curiosity, and very importantly, ethics. The ethics with which you work. For 8.5, you don't have to really ask anybody sitting in exam hall. Write down what you know. The 7-pointer possibly, can do much better than sometimes 8.5. Because what he or she has done is something of the knowledge that she has understood, interpreted the way she wanted to, and then has written in the exams. So all these things are very, very important. The things to explore in IIT Bombay is to ask as many questions. Don't sit just in the class like that, but ask any questions. And very importantly, ask the questions in any language. We don't consider that somebody speaks good English means he or she is an intellectual person. You can ask these questions in Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Kannada. I am sure there are students who will understand this, if not the professors only. But the interpretation is very important. So please come out keep this belief away that English speaking what IIT Bombay wants. We want the student to be good at expression in any language. By the time you go out of the fourth year, you'll be a wonderful English speaker. But we don't expect that our students, our brilliant students, need to speak fantastic English. You should just be able to express in any language that whatever tuta futa Bombaya Hindi, not a problem. Wherever you come from, whatever Hindi you can speak, whatever Marathi you can speak, we can understand everything. IIT Bombay, as director said, is a small India, small Bharat. We understand all the languages. Your mentors, your TAs will actually convert what you wanted in a class to the professor if at all you want to speak in a completely different language. The second thing I will tell you, take care of your health. You will be now no more surrounded by your parents. We will not expect your parents to be calling you every day. And when I say talking about health, it's not your only physical health, but also mental health. So sometimes you might fail in this exam. Get used to this. Not a problem. We would like you to fail many times, but what we want is come out and spring back. All right, failure is a norm. Springing back is the most important thing that we would like you to see that. And very important is support each other. Somebody from chemical engineering can support civil engineer. Finite element analysis can be done by anybody. A chemical engineering also does that thing, but he can support civil engineer, which is a bread and butter there actually, So supporting from each other, discussions amongst your peers is going to be very, very important. And I will say last, stay grounded. So making it to IIT Bombay doesn't mean that you have touched heavens, right? So stay, don't forget where you came from. There are a lot of struggle that has gone by your family members also, so that because of which you are here. So stay grounded, stay with humility, and don't think that you have, gone somewhere now that nobody can possibly, take me from this place. No. IIT Bombay is the place from where everything will begin now, and how you spend 4 years down here is going to be the most important things. My tips on a little different note, as we say at IIT Bombay and our students say, that don't depend on the Wi-Fi of IIT Bombay. It can give you anytime any risks. You must have noticed possibly that yesterday also. Then, we don't want to really be under the compulsive belief that the mess food is a great food. All right, you will discover that again. Possibly try to see, there are so many messes on IIT Bombay and so many canteens. It will possibly take you 2 years to discover the vada pav from which mess is the best, or better from which canteen is the best, and what time you get a particular sandwich or a dosa or noodles possibly. You have to discover so many canteens down here on the campus, possibly more than 50 or 60. So you'll have to actually explore and, pass on messages to tell that, the idli sambar from this place is better than the other canteen possibly, all these discover. Then discover the shortcuts. Shortcuts when I am talking about is how to reach your classrooms, how to reach your department, because IIT Bombay has got several short paths. You don't have to go by the straight road all the time. There are several shortcuts that you can take to reach your department, to reach your classrooms. Your classrooms are going to be away from your department, and therefore both these places we expect that you would know. All right, so you will see different professors here, and you will see that the professors have different socks or may not be in chappals. All right, and they are weird looking professors sometimes, and possibly have forgotten what was taught in the last class. Suddenly he will come to the class and tell that you got a quiz today, and be ready for all these things. All right, so this will be surprise quizzes sometimes, and therefore some students who are not present in the class may have to miss this quiz and dot credits also. So you'll have all these surprises in next 4 years. They'll be in t-shirts, they'll be in shorts, they'll be, all kinds of things that you'll find. Also, you'll find on the campus sometimes the Nobel laureate is walking, who is staying in our guest house, possibly has come here in visiting professor, and sometimes you find the best CEOs walking across these roads. Try to attend their lectures. Today or every day there are some lectures going on in different departments, some workshops are happening, some conferences are happening, may not be in your field, but you found them that they are interesting, try to attend all those lectures. There are several clubs here, try to be part of that thing. You meet a lot of other people, a lot of your seniors, and I am sure that sometimes you'll find the 9:30 p.m. classes are much better than 8:30 a.m. classes, and you'll again discover those things that you might have lab at 9:30 p.m. somewhere, but slowly you'll get used to 8:30 a.m. because life after 4 years start at 8:30 a.m. only. So start getting used to it slowly. So I'll say stay forward with full confidence. You have made it to IIT Bombay, but as I said, it is the beginning now. Come with confidence, come with humility, and with a sense of purpose. You should know what you are here for, and possibly you might come with a fantastic startup and become employer, then become employee, and you are the one everybody here at IIT Bombay is looking for. And we don't want to see, as I said, your grades after 4 years, but we would like to see what you have made in your life after 4 years. So thank you very much, and congratulations here again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable guidance. Now I invite Dean of Academic Programs, Professor Suvarna Kulkarni, sir, to address you. Professor Kulkarni, sir.
Thank you and welcome everyone. First of all, let me congratulate all of you and your parents for your success, your grand success. And now that you are here, you are greeted by our director and deputy director, and already they have shared their wisdom and essence of IIT life with you. So my job is now to get into the orientation and give you some details about the student life at IIT Bombay, especially pertaining to academics. So IIT Bombay offers you actually a lot, and like Professor Kedare said, that this is like, you look at it like a mini Bharat. So this gives you first opportunity to interact with people from various backgrounds and from across India, right? So, and director's message, if you would have listened carefully, the main thing he talked about is learning to learn, and I think that's the essence that you should carry with. Well, IIT Bombay offers you multidisciplinary and flexible education. Roughly, undergraduate student has to complete, you know it's a credit-based system, roughly we have to complete about 252 to 276 credits over 4 years, right? So this counts to about 45 courses, 41 to 45 courses in 4 years. Right? Out of that, 60% comes from your core discipline, right? Which includes your core subjects and which also includes your core labs and core electives, right? But 40% of these credits come from other than your discipline. So there's a lot of flexibility, and this comes from STEM electives. So you have science, technology, engineering, math basket, or this comes from, and also it comes from HASMED electives, right? What HASMED is, a term coined by us, is humanities, arts, social sciences, management, entrepreneurship, and design. So you will be taking courses from these various baskets, and about 40% flexibility you have. So it's like a tailor-made curriculum for you. Professor Atre, our Deputy Director, talked about knowledge and about system in general, right? So don't just be fixated to your own discipline. You have the opportunity to learn from all the disciplines. So if you are interested in your own discipline, of course you can go much more in depth and can do 4 high-level courses, and you can earn honors degree, right? At the same time, if you are interested, let's say if you're a student of computer science, and if you are interested in mechanical engineering, you can do 5 courses in mechanical engineering from the minor basket and earn a minor degree. There is a provision to do multiple minors. So in the end, your degree certificate will carry all these accolades. So let's say you will have a BTech in chemical engineering with honors and with minor in electrical engineering and computer science. That's the possibility. I'm just giving example, the subjects will vary, right? One can, if you really like the IIT Bombay campus and would like to earn 1 more degree, you can then transit smoothly into a dual degree program. So one can do, right now we offer dual degree through admission only in electrical engineering. But every department gives you the option to earn MTech in that particular discipline. So after completing your graduation, at the end of the graduation, if you decide to do MTech, well, you can opt for that and you earn MTech in the same discipline. Not only that, you can also earn MTech in the other discipline, right? So let's say I joined a particular department, let's say civil engineering, and then I want to earn MTech in chemical engineering. That's possible. So that is something we called IIDP, so interdisciplinary dual degree program, and there are processes that you can look at. Sometimes you are good in your studies and you can grasp the subject quickly. So we give you option to complete your degree in 3 years' time. We call it fast track option, right? So you can complete the syllabus in 3 years' time, and remaining 1 year you can do whatever you like. Like you can, like Professor Atre mentioned, that you can do a startup, right? Sometimes you think that this was not really what you really wanted to do after a while, and you would like to take early exit and rather follow your passion. You want to go for music, you want to open your group, your orchestra, whatever, right? Then that time is not wasted, right? If you complete 60% of the credits, you can get BSc in engineering as an exit degree. That's one option. Also, none of this is required. Let's say you just want to take off for 1 year. You want to follow your passion. We don't ask you questions, but you just have to take permission. You are allowed to take up to 2 semesters of break for whatever reasons, right? And Professor Atre briefly mentioned about one course, Makerspace, which is a recently introduced course which all of you will be doing, And this is the course that most of the students, all of the students love. You will have exposure to microcontrollers, you will have 3D printers, hands-on experience, and you'll be able to do projects, let's say in robotics, no matter which branch you belong to. And you also have a common course for all of you, which is called as design thinking. So these two courses will basically make you startup ready. And recently our director has introduced a new initiative, teaching learning assessment. So you will be a part of that, and it will be revealed to you over the period of time. One can also do 2 courses from NPTEL or SWAYAM out of all these courses. And one can also do self-study mode in the extension period after completion of your regular duration of the course. So this is the flexibility that is given to you. One more, so Government of India has introduced this NEP, National Education Policy 2020, and IIT Bombay is compliant with that. Government of India has also introduced Academic Bank of Credits, and many of you must be aware with that. So this just operates like a bank where you open an account, and all the credits that you earn, they get deposited in that bank, right? And the excess credit that are not utilized for your degree at IIT Bombay, you can use it elsewhere to add to your degree at some other campus and some other place. So for this we need a ABC ID, and our students representative will be giving you a short orientation tomorrow sometime. To open that ID we require the ABC or APAR ID for depositing your credit. So please make sure you do that. There are 2 more courses called as GC 101. This is gender sensitization course, gender at workplace, that is essential. It's a non-credit but compulsory course for your graduation. It's a Moodle-based, self-paced course that has to be completed. There's another course called as TACET or TA 101 that makes you ready for TA-ship. This is required if you want to do a TA-ship. Otherwise, it's not required. Professor Surya and Professor Pratibha Sharma, who are going to speak after me, they will talk about faculty advisor and mentorship programs. This is a hand-holding mechanism at IIT Bombay. When you are here, you are not alone. You will be assigned with a mentor. That student mentor will help you to know most of the things at IIT Bombay. You will be also assigned a faculty advisor who is your advisor, who is a faculty, who will be hand-holding you and taking you along. One more point from 2 years ago we introduced is that first year courses, we don't give direct FR grade. What we give is a FF grade if you don't perform well. But this is a point I wanted to mention here, because if you get a FF grade, that means there will be a re-exam in 1 week's time. So before booking your tickets, right after the semester, please make sure if you have to stay back to campus and complete this course. Well, these are all nitty-gritties, but details I thought I should convey. Please have a look at the rule book of IIT Bombay. It's on the academic section. And in the end, I would like to say, just echo our director and deputy director in saying that you are here now, and parents, don't worry about your kids. They are our kids now, right? You are here, you are in the flight now. Now you sit back, relax, but put on your seat belts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for providing insightful overview of the academic structure and programs. Now I invite Associate Dean of Academic Programs, Professor Pratibha Sharma, Madam, to share her thoughts with you. Professor Sharma, Madam.
Very good morning to all of you. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, to your parents. Your hard work, you could make it up to your dream institution. It's a dream institution for many others who could not make it. So our director, deputy director, they have already talked about certain points. I would like to in fact re-emphasize certain points or try to mention some of the points which you may find useful during your journey. So this journey is going to be an amazing journey. So now you are at IIT Bombay. A major milestone you have achieved, but it is still a beginning to a new journey, which is going to be amazing. Amazing in the sense you are going to learn, as already mentioned by our director, learning to learn. You will gain knowledge. You will be exposed to innovation, to research. What are the global developments going on? What are the different technologies which are existing and how you can be a part of advancing those. So believe me, it's going to be an amazing journey. However, some points I would like to emphasize. We are all aware of artificial intelligence, and there are large number of online learning platforms available, and you are exposed to all those as well. But classroom learning is different, and it has much more importance compared to learning from those learning platforms. And that brings to my first point: attend classes regularly without a miss. And that is not for the first year alone. You will be attending, and you should attend classes regularly in your second, third, fourth year as well. Because we have experience of those students not attending classes, but they miss a lot in that case. There are a lot of distractions in life, today's life. Social media is at center stage. In fact, most of you maybe not from Mumbai. So Mumbai life itself, you are coming out of your home, away from home for the first time, staying in hostel, and there will be a lot of freedom. And that brings me to my second point, that great freedom comes along with a great responsibility. Enjoy that freedom, but with brain. Now, there are a lot of opportunities, as my colleague Professor Surya, he is Dean Students Affairs, he will also talk about. There are a lot of opportunities, academic opportunities, non-academic opportunities. You can participate in sports, you can participate in literary activities, cultural activities, but you are here for academics. So don't miss out on that. And that is what third point I would like to emphasize. Prioritize your time. Time management will be very important here. You have to judicially manage your time, how much time you are going to spend in those activities, and you have to also balance with the academics so that you do not fall on that part. Now, Professor Suvarn, who is Dean Academic Programs, he talked about the courses. There are several rules also. Our Senate is our highest academic body, which formulates different rules. And these rules are well documented. So you need not to memorize. These are well documented and available on our website. What I want is that once you have settled, go onto our website, visit our website, see all those rules, get familiarized with those rules, and you have to follow those. And that is what the fourth point I would like to emphasize. You need to follow those rules. You need to follow the schedules. We have an academic calendar. All the dates are well marked there, and that will make your as well as our life simple. So this is a journey, as I mentioned, it's going to be an amazing journey of 4 years, wherein in this 4 years you are going to learn a lot. You are going to learn how to stay together with your roommates in your class, how you are going to help each other, how you are going to coordinate, how you are going to support, how you are going to grow together. And that is very important. So what we want is that you respect your class fellows, you respect and help them, support them, all the campus residents you help, you follow all the rules and regulations, you be punctual in your classes. There are certain things that are from the academic perspective, like you have to register every semester, you have to take the required number of credits which are essential for completion of your degree, that you need to take up. You have to follow a certain credit plan, these many number of course, as already mentioned by Dean of Academic Program, these many electives. So all these you need to follow all the rules and regulations meticulously, so that when you graduate, it's like you cooperate each other, you support each other, grow together, so that when you graduate, you outshine, you have a persona which is completely different from others as well. And then you are a responsible citizen with ethics and principles. We have a zero tolerance towards academic malpractice, which could be in various forms. And this is also mentioned in the rule book, please go through it. There are different levels of punishment from grade FR to even expulsions or suspensions. So you have to be very particular about following those. So this campus is going to be your home for the next 4 years, and wherein you will get a lot of support from many people. Your student mentors will be there, your faculty advisor, as already mentioned, they will be there to help you at each and every point. From registration of courses like today, to what courses selection, how many credits, which particular or internship, or about the projects. So they will be there to help you out. If your problem is not sorted at that level, there will be head of the departments. And still, if you find that your problems are not solved, in that case, we are there at the main building. Please seek help as and when required. So don't hesitate in taking help. That is another point I would like to mention. Now, during your entire student life, your progress, academic progress, will be closely monitored. And we have a committee which is known as UG-EPEC, Undergraduate Performance Evaluation Committee. And that is going to see how you are doing in your courses. They will advise you from time to time. Thus, overall, it is a very new journey you are venturing into. It's going to be an amazing journey which you will all embrace. Let's begin this journey together towards excellence with persistence, towards zest of learning, optimum time management, and achieve the best learning experience of your life. Welcome you all to IIT Bombay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable guidance. Now I invite Dean of Student Affairs, Professor Suryanarayan Dola, to speak to you about student life and support system at IIT Bombay. Professor Suryanarayan Dola, sir.
Good morning and welcome home. So I think I have met a lot of you yesterday when you were standing in the line. I was trying to do one important thing. Any guess what was that? I was trying to separate you from your parents. I was actually trying to tell them that you are actually adult enough to take care of your things. So that's what actually our office do. We will do everything over the next 4 or 5 years that's actually useful for you other than academics. Dean Academic Programs and Associate Dean Academic Programs have actually spoken about the importance of academics. I'm going to talk about the importance of non-academics. Of course, I'll cover a little bit of academics as well. There is going to be some repetition of what my colleagues have spoken, so I'm going to skip some of those. So, okay. So you may have met some of them on the slide, right? So you already met some dogs on campus. So we had a recent visitor crocodile on March 25th. So you may have heard about that in the news. Did you? Very good. Okay. Leopard is something you may want to see or may not want to see. So that's something you have to really decide on that. Okay. Can you just change the slide, please? Looks like it. Okay. So what do we do? I mean, what does Dean of Student Affairs do? Actually, we do very little. Most of the things are actually done by the student. Let me just give a very simple example. When you came to campus, the first set of students who actually greeted you are from Institute Hostel Affairs Council. We have General Secretary of Hostel Affairs, Abhay, here. I want to thank him on behalf of all of you. Can you please give him a big round of applause? So they are basically responsible. I really don't know how many of them have actually slept last couple of days. Their main job is to make sure that your onboarding and your coming to the hostel is extremely smooth. Then the next set of students who you have actually met today are from GSAAUG team, General Secretary Academic Affairs. Karthik is here. So he is actually leading a team of students who primarily look at academic affairs of undergraduate students. We also have two people, I don't see them here. One is Amritansh, she may be standing somewhere in the back. Okay, Amritansh and Sara, they are there. So they are heading the student mentorship program. Let me tell you something. The team they are heading are the ones who you are actually going to remember for a lifetime. So these are the students who, their team is going to help you on your onboarding process as well as throughout your first year, for many of you throughout your life, because they are going to serve as your buddies forever. Big round of applause for all the student teams. All I gave you is basically 3 examples. I can go on. We have a large team of students. Each one of them basically run their own army. That's the reason we actually call them as general secretaries. The word general is, for us, it's like they run the show. We just try to guide them and tell them, okay, this is something good, this is something not good. I think that we're able to tell because of our experience. So you have a long icons, you can actually, long list of icons which you can see on the screen. I can guarantee you at the end of next year or at the end of this year, most of you will be associated with one of these groups because they're so attractive. I'm not going to explain each one of the icon there because you will learn on your own, and I don't want to put a lot of information in your head right now because it's very difficult for me to get 5 minutes of your span. So I just want to give my best to make sure that you know what I want you to know. Next slide, please. Okay. Like your parents expect a lot from you, this society also expects a lot from you. Do you think IITians are respected in the outside world? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because outside we have a society, they think that you are good. So we want you to be very responsible. I mean, I don't have to tell you what responsible means. You are all wise enough to actually know it. And we want, like Professor Kedare as well as Professor Atri clearly emphasize that you have to study hard, okay, and graduate in time. That's very important. And be productive to the society. Anything you do, we want you to just think about the society first. And please understand, your education is largely sponsored by a lot of people, a lot of taxpayers in the country, and mostly, I mean, most of the important part is a lot of people who actually earn really low pay taxes. For example, you may have come in a taxi, or you may have come in an auto, or you may have come in some train. Everybody who is working there actually sponsored your education. Please don't forget that. That's what Professor Atre meant when you said that you have to be humble. That's what he actually means, that you should not think that you are something big. Okay, you should always be humble. Try to respect each other. Next slide, please. Okay, just relax, like Professor Soban Kulkarni said. Just relax here. Yes, definitely you have to relax, but don't dream too much because time will just move on. Okay, I mean, like I always said before, you stay focused, give it your best. Okay, try to avoid daydreaming as much as possible because classes are going on and you don't have a lot of time in the night to sleep. So how many of you actually slept yesterday night? Raise your hands. If I ask the same question after a year, half of you will not. Okay, because that's life at IIT Bombay. Okay, try to sleep as much as you can while it is possible. And like other people on the dais said, always ask simple questions. Why, how, what in the classroom. Even outside the classroom, it actually teaches you a lot. Next slide, please. Okay, like I said before, please make sure that you are involved in at least one of these activities, either it is sports or cultural or technical. I have come across students who actually participated all of them and they do extreme level even in academics. They're really good. Okay, so most of you would be like that, but a lot of these things, sports, culture, and tech activities, although they are non-academic activities, build you, help in your personality. Okay, build you, help in, or actually basically they try to teach you how to work in teams. These are the main reasons why we actually have so many clubs on campus. It helps you in actually building your personality. That's what our office actually does. And a lot of students participate in competitions. A lot of students participate in activities related to rural. A lot of students participate in cultural activities. You actually name an activity, we actually have it. If we don't have it, we'll actually build one for you. We're always open for that. Next slide, please. Okay. mostly towards the last slide. Hostel stays limited, okay? So make the best of your time here, but just keep in mind that there are certain restrictions because we live in Mumbai. But one good thing, probably a good news to you, we're just hoping, fingers crossed, you are probably the first batch after like almost 1.5 decades who may be getting single room accommodation in the second year. Let's just hope that we'll get that new hostel 19 and 4 on time, so that you all will be shifted to single room. I hope you should be happy with that at least. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, like previously people have already mentioned, we have zero tolerance when it comes to ragging, discrimination in terms of either religion, caste, or physical factors or gender. And like you must be knowing already that alcohol and drugs and other narcotic substances are banned. And if you are staying in hostel, you are not allowed to use motorized vehicle unless you get special permission from the PWD cell. Next, please. Please do visit us whenever you have some time. Most important thing is we want you to ask for help whenever you need. If you are not comfortable in asking us, please talk to your mentors. We are in touch with the mentors almost on day-to-day basis. They just generally raise flags if they think that they need our intervention. Make sure that you don't get a call from us. Okay, it means something is definitely wrong with you. Okay, so we don't want to call you, but we always want to, our office is always open. Just for your information, our office is open from 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I mean, most of the time we are open on Saturdays and Sundays as well. So we are located in the main building, first floor. Next. Okay, other inhabitants on campus, I think we have already discussed about them, a lot of them. So the guys on the right hand side, top corner, are more disciplined now. So they just walk, go for a morning walk. If you wake up very early in the morning, you may actually see them on the lake side. Otherwise, you don't get to see them nowadays. So the one in the top center, they usually come only during only during summer. So next please. Enjoy your time at IIT Bombay. Have fun learning. Make as many new friends as you can. Most important thing is please do ask for help, because 14,000 students, it's very difficult for all of us to actually keep track about who needs help. The most easy thing for us is actually if you ask for help. We are there only to help you. Okay. From today, you are part of this great institute. Welcome once again to IIT Bombay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere gratitude to all the dignitaries on the dais and for their valuable guidance and words of encouragement. Now we take a short 5 minutes break. During this transition, video showcase IIT Bombay will be played. Please be seated and we'll move to the next program now. So, thank you. Thank you, sirs.
The Indian Institute of Technology Bombay was set up in 1958 by the Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as an elite institution to elevate and provide strategic technological advantage to the country. IIT Bombay was established with the cooperation and participation of UNESCO and the erstwhile government of USSR. IIT Bombay, situated in picturesque 550 acres with the Vihar and the Powai Lake on either side and green hills in and around. IIT Bombay is a fully residential campus housing the best research infrastructure, classrooms, hostels, sports and medical facilities. IIT Bombay brings together the best minds in their pursuit for excellence. Today the institute has about 5,600 undergraduate students, 3,700 postgraduate students, 3,700 PhD research scholars and 400 postdoctoral fellows. IIT Bombay has 28 academic units and 25 research centers with about 700 full-time faculty, 4 professors of practice, 70 adjunct and 50 visiting professors. The faculty at IIT Bombay work on fundamental experimental and theoretical challenges as well as on development and translation of their research to create industrial and societal impact. Areas of teaching and research at IIT Bombay include all branches of engineering and technology, all areas of science, as well as economics, policy, and social sciences. Our faculty are internationally recognized as leaders in their respective fields. IIT Bombay has several academic and research programs that are aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Areas of focus in teaching and research include development of solutions for complex societal problems ranging from water access and quality, malnutrition, healthcare and clean energy, amongst others. For instance, the Interdisciplinary Program on Climate Studies has an internationally recognized research program focusing on climate science, climate adaptation and climate mitigation. IIT Bombay research has helped to significantly improve climate prediction models. IIT Bombay faculty have also been engaged in addressing problems related to energy transition, decarbonization, clean energy generation towards reducing environmental impact. Centers of excellence such as National Center for Photovoltaic Research and Education, National Center for Excellence in Carbon Capture and Utilization, Center of Excellence in Oil, Gas and Energy, have been working collaboratively with the industry to develop efficient solutions in energy transition and mitigation of climate change effects, and the Policy Center has been working collaboratively with various national and international agencies towards developing scientific understanding that feeds into policy making. IIT Bombay faculty have also been working collaboratively with researchers in the medical domain towards facilitating affordable healthcare and on ailments such as cancer, aging, and neurodegenerative diseases. Other areas of research at IIT Bombay that impact society include addressing malnutrition in children and management of access and quality of water in rural and urban areas. IIT Bombay provides an innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem to nurture student innovations as well as incubate technologies emerging from academic research. Many of our alumni hold senior corporate as well as academic positions and are recipients of prestigious national and international awards and are also successful entrepreneurs.
Switch on the light. Okay, we'll move on to the next slot now. Now I request Professor Ravindra Gudi, Dean of ACR, Professor Sachin Patwardhan sir, Dean of Research and Development, and Professor Sudarshan Kumar onto the dais. Big round of applause for them. Now I request Professor Ravindra Gudi, Dean of 11 ACR Corporate Relations, to address the students regarding the ACR activities. Please, sir.
Good morning. It's a delight to see all the young and green students entering our campus, making it once more a lively place for all of us. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to your parents, all the hard work that you have done over several years, at least 2 years in the past, have come to fruition. And you have entered the portals of the top institute in the country. So you certainly deserve a pat on your back, and all the best as you get into the pipeline, because the journey is going to be rough, the journey is going to be tough, but the outcome is going to be great. And I am already standing in front of you as the Dean of Alumni and Corporate Relations. Alumni is, in Hindi, means Purva Chhatra, but you are abhi fresh Chhatra. So I don't know whether I can already address you as Purva Chhatra, but very soon you will be one, and my office will, after 4 years, welcome you on the other side of the pipeline. But I assure you that this journey through the pipeline of 4 years is going to be a very, very exciting one for all of you. You will certainly develop as individuals, you will certainly develop your competency skills in various areas, you will certainly emerge as very responsible, ethical, and very competent individuals who would be willing to man the profession at large. So congratulations again and best wishes. I stand again, as I said, about the Dean of Alumni and Corporate Relations, and why am I talking to you? The Alumni and Corporate Relations Office does a lot of work. Next slide, if you can just go to the next slide. The Alumni and Corporate Relations Office does a lot of work in terms of alumni engagement. So basically, we are looking at fostering long-term relationships with our alumni. Now, why is this important for you? Well, you'll be alumni after 4 years, but right now, you enjoy tremendous benefits because of what alumni have already done for the institute and directly for you. For instance, quite a few of the alumni have been involved in establishing infrastructure. You must have heard about Project Evergreen, new hostels being built. The alumni of the institute, your seniors, who have been very, very successful in the profession at large, very, very accomplished, very, very affluent, they have contributed, giving back to their alma mater, because of which we are able to build these new hostels. We are 67 years young as a university, but 67 years old as far as infrastructure is concerned. Quite a few of the hostels are being replaced, quite a few of them are going tall, and alumni have contributed very eminently to the reconstruction of these hostels, bringing up new hostels, which will be a place where you will enjoy over the next 4 years. Alumni have also contributed to several teaching and research facilities. In your first year, you will be exposed to several maker spaces, design and making labs, several advanced equipment like laser drills. All of these are through generous contributions by alumni who have established these labs. Our faculty run them, and you get exposed to the latest in various aspects of manufacturing, science and technology, which actually builds for you. As you go ahead into your second and third year, it gives you the necessary basis by which you can understand and improve further. There are tinkering labs on campus. There is a design and making lab, as I just said. There is micro factories. All of these very eminently contributed by alumni. The third and most important thing alumni have contributed to is scholarships, fellowships. A number of scholarships, a number of students are not necessarily from the well-to-do background. You come here, your expenses for academics are high. Alumni have contributed to establishing a large number of scholarships which will be for the benefit of you. I'm saying this, to express my gratitude to all the alumni who are out there in the field, who have so accomplished themselves, who have reached very high positions in academia, in industry and in the corporate world, but who have established a brand for IIT Bombay. So that's one expression of gratitude for them. The second is to charge you as future alumni after 4 years to give back to your alma mater, because your successors, your successive generations will benefit by your contributions. So if you look here, the alumni engagement, fostering long-term relationships with our alumni, this is something that IIT Bombay is very, very fortunate to have a very strong engagement. Additionally, I would also say that the corporates, a number of corporates have partnered with IIT Bombay in IIT Bombay's growth. When we talk about partnership of corporates, we are looking at 3 aspects of technology, science and technology development. The first is strategic in nature. Areas like semiconductors, areas like AI and ML, areas like cyber security, all of these are areas which are strategic in nature where we need to build technology leadership. Corporates have partnered with us along with our alumni to build this kind of a technology leadership. There are several centers of excellence that you will see, that you will hear about when you visit them in the afternoon or the next few days. The second area of research and technology is what we call as tactical, which basically means how do you develop technologies that reduce our dependence on our neighboring countries? For example, in batteries, we are still reliant on import of battery material. Can we develop these ourselves? Again, corporates have partnered eminently with the institute to build import substitution to minimize our dependence and fuel economic growth in the country. The third is keeping in line with our Honorable Prime Minister's Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, the last mile impact. How do you develop technologies for the common man in areas of water and sanitation, healthcare and so on? In all of these three aspects, strategic, tactical as well as last mile impact, corporates have been very strongly engaged through corporate social responsibility initiatives, through their business funding initiatives that Professor Patwardhan will talk about. And this really creates the necessary partnership with bright minds such as you engaged in those projects to be able to deliver the kind of impact and outcomes that we are looking for. Likewise, philanthropists. Philanthropists as well contribute a lot through their own individual foundations. One of our very distinguished alumnus, Nandan Nilekani, through his foundation, has contributed a significant aspect of finances as well as engagement and partnership to help institute's growth. And then finally, the Dean ACR office, the Dean Alumni and Corporate Office, also engages the external world with the internal world, which is the departments. Next slide, please. Here is a quick look at what the alumni does. We now have, that number is changed now, that number is close to 70,000 all across, 150 industry partners, several industry outreach programs. This is what is channeled through the Alumni and Corporate Relations Office. Next slide, please. Here is a look at some of our very, very illustrious, accomplished and highly distinguished alumni. Kanwal Rekhi, the School of Information Technology, Ramesh Wadhwani in the biosciences area, late Victor Menezes, he was the chairman of Citibank. We lost him very recently. Shailesh Mehta, the School of Management is named after him. Bharat Desai, very, very successful alumnus who has made significant contributions in the entrepreneurial world. He has helped establish the Desai City School of Entrepreneurship, which offers a minor program. So some of you who have entrepreneurial bent of mind, you could take up these minors and get exposed to various aspects of entrepreneurship. The Desai City School of Entrepreneurship. Adil Zainul Bhai, who is with the National Capacity Building Mission. We had late Manohar Parrikar, who was the Defense Minister, if you can recall. Nandan Nilekani, I just talked about. K. Sivan, do you know K. Sivan? You know him, the ISRO chairman. He is our alumnus. Raj Subramanian, the CTO of FedEx. So all of these have passed through graduate through the institute, gone out, served the profession at large, become very, very accomplished, highly competent and distinguished in terms of the impact that they have made. This slide is primarily to inspire you that you can also very soon see your pictures here for future generations. Next slide, please. Subbu Iyer, Pratim Biswas, all of these are in the academia. They have assumed leadership positions in academia and made significant impact in teaching and learning. Next slide, please. If you can go to the next slide. So, very quickly, the alumni engagement, and I'll just run through this. As I said, alumni are very, very strong stakeholders in the institute's growth. There are several ways by which alumni connect, and you will soon meet some of them as well. They have student-faculty interactions, curricular development. They tell us what is important for the students who are graduating, so help us in curricular development, student mentoring. They also serve as adjunct faculty. In fact, the School of Entrepreneurship has several of our alumni who serve as adjunct faculty. They contribute to high-end research, innovation and entrepreneurship, placement and internships. A lot of our alumni come back and engage our students, all of you, for opportunities in internship placements. They provide named chair professorships, distinguished lecture series. I mentioned about student scholarships. Over 900 student scholarships have been established by our alumni. Student Wellness Center, this is something that was talked about earlier. You need to be in a very positive frame of mind. When you go through this pipeline, when you go through academics, it is tough, but you are all ready for it, I'm sure. and we are all there to help you. There is a student wellness center on campus which Professor Surya must have mentioned to you, which basically takes care of both proactive as well as reactive. How do you have a flourishing state of mind, looking forward to exciting things happening on campus, as well as if in the remote chance that you do get into a depressed state of mind, there are people who can help you, mentor you, counsel you. We are all there to help you, so make sure that you don't slip into that mode. Infrastructure development, I talked about new hostels, new academic spaces and the like. Next slide, please. I think this is something I already mentioned. Let's not go through that. Next slide. Faculty support. Next slide, please. This is Project Evergreen. Just behind this convocation hall, you will see this. This is just been launched. The Honorable Prime Minister would be inaugurating this later this month on 29th July, and it will be commissioned for students to live in. Next slide, please. This is our distinguished alumnus, Nandan Nilekani, whose contributions we recognized and we acknowledged to name our main building as the Nandan Nilekani main building. Next slide, please. There is one alumnus who deserves a very special mention. There's an alumnus who graduated around 80s, in the late 80s, very, very successful in the health industry in the US. He contributed a total of 18 million to establish this green energy and sustainability hub. This basically is something that is a threat to our planet. We are looking for green energy sources. We are all looking for how our practices can be more sustainable. He contributed about $18 million to establish this hub at IIT Bombay. Now you might wonder who he is. Well, he is an anonymous donor. He chooses to be anonymous. He says, this is my contribution to my alma mater, but I don't want acknowledgement. We are trying to talk him out of his anonymity, but this is such a gesture that we should all appreciate, right? This is the Green Energy and Sustainability Hub. Yes, please give a big round in absentia to him. This is something that very soon, hopefully, we will be able to talk him out of his anonymity and you will get to know who he is. Next slide, please. Several centers of excellence I talked about, the Green Energy Sustainability Hub just mentioned, FedEx Center, the EV Powertrain Lab, Gogri Hub for Translational Research in Membranes, the GMP Lab. Likewise, in the capital markets, Motilal Oswal, which is a non-alum but a corporate, who has contributed to this. Next slide, please. Infrastructure development, we talked about this. Let's go to the next slide. Entrepreneurship. Desai City School of Entrepreneurship trains you with a minor program to entrepreneurship, but there is also alumni contribution in what we call as the Project Titanium that helps you with funds to be able to grow your ideas. The Project Titanium is one of them. Likewise with SIGN, the Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, that will help you to commercialize your ideas, incubate and commercialize your ideas. So that's fostering entrepreneurship. Here is a quick look at what the batch of 1996 did, batch of 1970 did in terms of fostering entrepreneurship. Next slide, please. Every graduating batch, 25th year graduating batch, the 50th year graduating batch, the 60th year graduating batch, each of them would like to leave a legacy in the institute. And so this is what you see. One of the 1973 batch contributed to setting up an EV powertrain lab that is now active in research for EVs. Next slide, please. Likewise, class of 1969, they donated a bunch of their paintings. So literally, the paintings that adorned their living rooms were brought into the campus. So in a sense, they moved into the campus along with their paintings. They contributed to these paintings, which are now adoring our Padma Vihar guest house. Next slide, please. Yes, so that's just a quick overview of everything that the alumni have done. Very soon, after 4 years, you people will be alumni, but it's a little premature for me to address you already as alumni. I'm sure you will do very well in your education. I'm sure you will do very well in terms of your growth as an individual. But let me ask you, you all would like to be happy. Yes? What is the next comparative term for happy? Happier? Happy, happier. What's next? Happiest. Okay. Can I ask you, would you like to be wealthy? Yes. Wealthier? Wealthiest? No? Okay, you don't want to be wealthier? Don't want to be wealthiest? Okay. Let me ask you a quiz. I'll give you one word and you'll have to tell me the comparative forms of that word. The word is on, on. What is the next comparative degree of the, so happy, happier, happiest. Wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. On, honor, O-N-N-E-R. Is that a word? Maybe not. What is the next comparative word? O-N-N-E-S-T. Is that a word? We don't know, but actually what it means is get on. So get on with your lives now. Get on with your BTech program. Get honor, which actually means honors, H-O-N-O-U-R-S. Get honors for yourself, for your family, for your institute. And get honest. What does honest mean? H-O-N-E-S-T, which is become individuals with a high level of integrity, ethics, which your alma mater would be very proud to have you, right? So wish you all the very best. Congratulations and welcome to IIT Bombay.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insight into our alumni network and corporate relationship. Next, I invite Professor Sachin C. Patwardhan, sir, Dean of Research and Development, to share research and development facility at IIT Bombay. Please, sir.
Good morning and very warm welcome to this great institute. Congratulations, you have really entered one of the best places in the country for research. I just wanted to take you through a very short, brief journey through what this means. What is R&D ecosystem of IIT Bombay? Where do we start? Next slide, please. So IIT Bombay started in 1958. When it started, you saw the brief video just now. When it started, the mandate was to create an excellent teaching institute in sciences and engineering. Somewhere down the line, about 20-25 years later, we decided deliberately to graduate into a research institute. So research activities, research students, postgraduate programs, R&D projects grew in numbers. Number of research publications coming out of IIT, they started exponentially growing. And I would call this phase as IIT Bombay 2.0, where IIT Bombay became known all over the world as one of the premium research institutes. Our students, undergraduate, postgraduate, not just spread within Indian R&D ecosystem, but all over the world. So somewhere around 2005 or early 2000, IIT Bombay decided to go for another transformation. So we call this IIT Bombay 3.0, where a lot of emphasis was placed on translational research for societal benefit. So I'll come to this as I go along. Next slide, please. So just to give you a bird's eye view of what is our research infrastructure, it consists of many elements. We have Dean R&D office, which is at the center of all these R&D activities. There are 30 engineering and sciences departments. Some of them are quite unusual or first to start in the country. For example, energy sciences was a postgraduate program started 40 years back. Now it's a full-fledged department, and Other people, other institutes have followed the suit. They have taken example of IIT Bombay and started Energy Science Department. There are 31 research centers in broad areas focusing areas of importance for national development. These are funded by government, alumni, industry, and these work very closely with students, faculty, and industry. We have Research Park. What is this animal? I'll come to that a little later. We are setting up a new center called Transitional Research Center, and we have this business incubator. I'm also put something on the top corner, student clubs. There are many student clubs. I'll mention this briefly because Dean R&D office supports the student club activities, and you will be associating with us as a part of student clubs. So there are about 745 faculty right now. Research funding of IIT Bombay is around 480 crore. This is average budget. Just to give you benchmark, ISRO's R&D budget is about 550 crore. So we are somewhere close to what ISRO spends on R&D. We produce about 2,800 research papers every year, and about 200 patents come out of IIT Bombay, roughly on an average. Next slide, please. So the research centers in IIT Bombay, they are organized in multiple areas. These are areas of national importance, different missions. For example, AI/ML, there are multiple centers working on different facets of AI/ML, from theory to large language models to applications in defense, applications in space, applications in industry, all kinds of engineering industry, cyber security. We have recently been awarded a center for excellence in quantum sensing. So quantum technology development is one of the big national missions, and we are one of the major hubs in the country, spearheading research not just in IIT Bombay but 18 other institutes, and it's a very big funding over the next 5 years. We have a lot of interesting work going in biomedical engineering and biological sciences. You might be surprised to know that about 35% of the startups that have come out of IIT Bombay in last decade or so are from biomedical engineering. So when the biosciences department started, say about 25 years back, nobody would have guessed that biosciences and biomedical will be at the forefront of technology institute like IIT Bombay. Take your biology courses very seriously. That's the future. Somebody, when we joined in engineering in IITs, would have told us to take biology. We would have just said, you probably would have just smiled and said, no, this is not something that we came for. But you shouldn't do that mistake. E-mobility, transportation, future of transportation, new building technologies, sustainability, carbon capture, you name it. We have centers of excellence working in these multiple areas. Next slide, please. Just want to highlight one more center that we have set up recently. See, these research, the modern research requires very expensive, I would use word toys. Yeah, these are electron microscopes. You might have just read about them in your books. Spectroscopes, nanofabrication facilities. Many of these facilities that are available in IIT Bombay are worth several tens of crores. One of the recent microscope was set up with 42 crore of investment. IIT Bombay is a institute of eminence, and we received significant funding in last 7-8 years, about 1,000 crore. And we have invested something like 600 crore of this into buying new equipment. So about a year down the line, IIT Bombay will be the best place for any analytical instrumentation, any advanced instrumentation in the country. These are available for not just for IIT Bombay students, but for researchers all across the country and even internationally. So we have probably the best instrumentation center needed to carry out very high-end research in materials, electronics, and many other areas, physics, chemistry. Next slide, please. So it's Dean R&D office which manages all the research activities that happen inside IIT Bombay. We run two kinds of projects. One category of projects are called as sponsored research projects. These are typically 2 or 3 year projects sponsored by ISRO, DRDO, many companies, PSUs, oil sector companies, multinationals, even MSMEs. We also interact with small scale industry. So we actually cater to a wide spectrum of industry in the country. Roughly we run 2,000 projects each year, 1,000 consulting assignments, these are short term assignments, and 1,000 research projects. In last 5 years, we have filed about 950 patents or copyrights, trademarks, and 700 of them have been granted already. This is a huge achievement. Next slide, please. What we have done over the years, set up a unique ecosystem for promoting entrepreneurship. So it's not just doing research, but one has to take this research to the market, and for that you need entrepreneurs. So the School of Entrepreneurship is something that will offer you a minor course. The courses taught here are not usual blackboard courses. Faculty are themselves entrepreneurs who are guest faculty, and these are project-based courses, multiple field assignments and so on. So not that everyone is going to become entrepreneur, but it's good to get a background as to what is this entrepreneurship about. This is something which has not just started here. Even globally, we recently found that in MIT, they too started a School of Entrepreneurship about 12 to 14 years back. So you might wonder, is it possible to teach entrepreneurship? Yes, it is possible, and many such attempts are being made, and this is one of the early attempts. Next slide, please. We have this business incubator, which is SIGN, and Professor Goody talked about this. Very successful. We have been incubating only deep tech companies. Till now, the companies that have been incubated are valued something like $3.5 billion, and it has created job for more than 10,000 people. This is just a very conservative estimate, actually much more than this. And for every rupee spent by SIGN, the companies have generated something like 170 rupees of investment. So out of the companies that we have started, only 48 have folded up. This is a very, very healthy ratio. Most of the business incubators, only 15% of the companies survive. Because of the IIT Bombay's hand-holding and entire ecosystem, the number of successes are very high. Next slide, please. What I want to emphasize here is that the engagement that you would be having with Dean R&D office as a part of your stay during IIT in the next 4 years or 5 years. So one thing that you will experience on Thursday is a program called Empower. So undergraduate academic council interacts very intensely with Dean R&D office to conduct variety of programs. Empower is a program where we try to give you a glimpse of different R&D activities being conducted in different departments. So this is a 3-hour program and faculty from different departments will showcase their research, expecting that you will join them at some point. So this program is called Enthuse. There is a research symposium held by undergraduates every year. So this annual research conclave held in collaboration with Dean R&D office. This is called ResCon. Okay. So here not only IIT Bombay students but students from other colleges participate. There are a variety of programs. One of the main important programs is presentation of papers of research and development work students are doing. So this will be part of Dean R&D office exhibition called Tech Connect, and it will be held in December. So I'm sure many of you will be participating in ResCon either next year or next 3 years. Maybe first year might be too early to get into ResCon, but I invite you to be part of ResCon subsequently. Other important thing that we do is to support student technical projects. Now, student technical projects are teams that are working on variety of international competitions. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, I'm just showing you these different teams that work in collaboration with Dean R&D office. So this team Shunya, for example, they participate in a sustainable housing competition held globally. So they started about 12 years back. Initially got appreciation prize, but last year in US they won the first prize. Now, what is this competition? They actually built a 1,000 square feet house in the campus, energy efficient house with all kinds of modern research ideas implemented in that. This house is actually shipped to the location where the competition is held. So last year the competition was in US. The entire house was dismantled, shipped. The team went there and then put it back again, and they won the top prize last year. There is international racing competitions. There is a competition. There is this competition called Mars Rover by ISRO. There are many competitions, and Dean R&D office supports financially, gives seed grants to each of these projects every year to the tune of 15 lakhs. And these are continued teams. They keep handing over the baton to the next team, so the next participants. And so the team Shunya is a continued effort for last 12 years. Students working with Team Shunya are changing, and the levels are going higher and higher. And there are many such activities. You probably might have read sometime that the first student satellite called Pratham was launched by IIT Bombay Student Club. So I invite you to be part of this student technical projects. There are at least 18 of them running right now, different and wide range of activities. Each one of you will find something interesting to come up and join, from robotics to space to racing to underwater vehicles, all kinds of things. Energy efficient housing, as I said. Next slide, please. Yeah. So if you have any curiosity about R&D related activities, visit our website. You will find all kinds of information about patents, about licensing that IIT Bombay R&D office does. We have licensed many technologies. The most recent success story from IIT Bombay is gene therapy for blood cancer treatment. So this is a company called ImmunoAct, which started from collaboration between Professor Purvar from Biosciences Department and Tata Cancer Hospital. It has grown into a big company now. The treatment has successfully undergone what are called as phase 2 trials, and already to the tune of 200 patients have been successfully treated. So this technology was launched, was dedicated to nation by Honorable President about 6 months back in a ceremony held in IIT campus. So you are in a place where lots of things are happening, and I hope you will join the fun and help Institute R&D grow further. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting research and innovation ecosystem at IIT Bombay. Now I request Professor Sudarshan Kumar, Dean of International Relations, to address all of you. Professor, sir.
Yeah, good morning all. I hope you are still awake. So next 4 years are going to be tough for you guys. But more than that, it's going to be much more interesting, like several of the activities as mentioned by my colleagues. But there are also challenges, but which also make you brave. Like they say, you will hear from your friends who have gone to IIT Madras, Kanpur, Delhi and so on. So they say Kanpur is famous for what? Peacocks, right? Yes or no? Madras is famous for deers. Delhi is famous for, yes, politicians. Am I right? And Bombay is famous for what? Leopards. So all you are leopards. So, and you have to come out as leopards after 4 years. So let me get started. So basically I'll give you the idea that these next 4 years, what are the opportunities outside IIT Bombay to do your academics, to do your research, and to do your extracurricular activities, and so on. And as Professor Patwardhan pointed out, several of the student projects, so I'm from aerospace, more than half a dozen of these projects, they run from aerospace. So aerospace is the most sought after department at IIT Bombay. Yeah, next slide please. And it will continue to give that motivation to the students, be it the first student satellite, be it the Mars rover, be it the rocket team or whatever. So when the first Chandrayaan was launched, it partially succeeded, partially failed. That time the chairman of ISRO was our IIT Bombay alumni, Dr. K. Sivan. He graduated from aerospace, he did his PhD in aerospace department. So we have a very strong connect, be it aerospace, be it defense, be it whichever area. Yeah, so I think the summary you must have seen since the morning. What we have is 14,000 students, and what we target to be in next 5 years, 20,000 students in campus. So you can imagine, but don't get lost in the crowd, make a mark for yourself. Yeah, next slide. Yes, so what we have is the international mobility. So this mobility is for students, several students come in, several students go out. They go out either for a semester exchange or a part of a project or internship. So what we do is we work with our partner universities to make sure that you match your courses, that what courses you are supposed to do in your department at IIT Bombay. You find out the similar courses and you go and register for those courses and do them there, come back after a semester, share your experiences, share the best practices, what you have found there, how they can be implemented at IIT Bombay to make your life easier. So we have relationships with several universities across the world where we send students, we get students from them. You are not supposed to pay any fees over there. All you have to do is you have to take care of your living expenses. At times, several of those universities, they also offer scholarships to take care of your living expenses. Then we also do the outreach activities which help us, like Professor Patwardhan mentioned, our team Shunya winning the first prize. But the real hard work was done by our office. That is, last year on April 7th or 8th, the team comes to my office. Sir, 20th is the competition, we don't have US visa. Can you do something? I said, let us try. On 18th, 10 o'clock, they are in my office again. Sir, we have given the passports. If we get the visa today by lunchtime, by tonight we will fly. Otherwise, there is no use. They just moved out of my office and they got a call from US consulate that your visa is ready, come and collect it. And that's how even at the last minute, the partnerships help even to get US visa, where you read in the newspapers that the waiting time is 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, and so on. But through the relationships of IR office, we are able to make sure that the students get the opportunity, they do not lose the opportunity, and they make the name for themselves, they make the name for the IIT Bombay. And then we also run, the most important is foreign language courses. Like several of you want to go for short-term course in France, Germany, or any other country. So we try to basically make sure to give the preliminary knowledge, the basic knowledge through these foreign language courses, where we run, say, these are evening classes twice in a week. We run typically German, French, Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, Mandarin. We also run a very important course on Sanskrit, as well as for foreign students, we run a Hindi course. So where some of the students who want to learn, particularly from the South Indian states, the communication language up to the level communicating with people in Hindi, they can also join that Hindi class as well. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, so traditional semester exchange is like, so there are at times several issues, like we get started by this third week of July, continue till November end, then we get started by first week of January and till April end. But this academic calendar does not match with all the universities. Some of the universities start in August mid, some of them September first week, some of them even in October. How do you match the calendar? That's the biggest challenge. But then on the spring semester, we have a much larger slot available, like whether their semester starts in January or February or March, you can complete the semester even by mid of July and come back and join for the next semester back in IIT Bombay. And basically to get that experience, like last year we were traveling, we were in INSA Lyon, that is one of the top institutes in France. There we met one of our IIT Bombay students who was on semester exchange from electrical engineering. So we asked him, how do you find this place, particularly doing courses and so on? He says, sir, IIT Bombay is too hard. At least this place is giving me some breathing time for one semester. So he says, I just spend 1/10 of the time and I'm relaxing for one semester and I'll get back again with full energy next semester. And next slide. Yeah, so typically for semester exchange, what we target is that second year or third year students, application timelines are like, for the spring semester, we say that that is Jan to onwards, we take applications typically by mid-August or end of August. And then for the fall semester, we take typically by March. So that there is a sufficient time for communication, sufficient time for the visa processing and so on. And then what we do is that calls are announced through emails. We'll send you an email, you are supposed to apply. And based on the application, so another important point is when you do the courses, we don't count them for the CPI calculation. What we say is that yes, you have passed these credits and we count them towards the requirement of your degree. And one student is given only one opportunity, so that as many students as possible get the opportunity to go abroad and see the experience. But then at times it becomes tough, like all of you are used to the food of mama's hands, right? Yes, when you end up in say Japan or Korea, how will you react to the food? You see several of the moving things in the plate. Or the chef will come. He will come with a pot. Sir, which fish would you like to eat? So the customer decides, okay, I will eat this one. Then they will serve you the delicacies, and these are some of the experiences you will notice, you will share when you come back with your friends. And yes, when you are outside, go to a university, be an ambassador. Like the impression you make, that is not for you. That impression is made for IIT Bombay. If you make a good impression, next year they'll say, okay, instead of for 1 or 2 students, we would like to give opportunity for 5 students. So what you are doing is, whatever you do, your IIT Bombay family gets the benefit out of that if it's a positive. If it's a negative, IIT Bombay family gets affected. So always please make sure you are the ambassador, you are working not for yourself, you are working for your next generations, these students who are going to join in the following batches. That's very important. And always for any program, whatever, please go through IR office, because IR office is the contact point for any international engagement with any university or any academic institute. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, some of the pictures over here, our students go. So DTU Denmark, University of Toronto, NTU Singapore, then Koç University Turkey, then Politecnico di Milano, and so on. So several in Europe, Korea, then Japan, Australia, we have the exchange programs across the world. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, these are the details of the foreign language courses. So what we have is like, so for the languages in the fall semester, we start with the introductory module, which is 50 hours. In the following semester, we have the advanced module, which is again 50 hours. And this is basically to give you the knowledge of those languages so that when you go, you don't find the problem. In fact, this also helps at times in finding really good placements. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, next slide. I think this anyway they know. Next slide. Yeah. What do we do? So when you go abroad, considering what is the national mission, we have these missions in the different areas. Try to get into these, focus, excel, and then come back and help the country. Like we have the facilities today in semiconductors. If I talk, we can do the fabrication at typically up to 28 nanometers in IIT Bombay. But the world is moving towards the fabrication at 4 nanometers, 2 nanometers, and maybe go to sub-nanometer scales. When you get such an opportunity, work on those facilities, learn those facilities, and see how you can get the expertise and then help us. Like one of our alumni, who was the top professor in Cambridge in the field of semiconductors, he has currently come back and joined IIT Bombay in the field of semiconductors in electrical engineering. Similarly, another important point I would like to mention here, treat this undergraduate as just a basic degree. One of our graduate student, when long time ago when I joined IIT Bombay, he used to be the topper in aerospace engineering. And what he mentioned was really a learning lesson for me. He says, sir, I'm not extra intelligent or anything. What I do is make sure I attend 100% classes. I make sure I spend not more than 2 hours every day. I spend time, go back to my room, see what is done in the class today, that's it. And then after his bachelor's, he found interest in mathematics. He did his master's and PhD in mathematics from aerospace engineering. And he was a professor at Yale University for several years. And other day, while receiving some VVIP, I casually saw that guy. Arey, how come you are here? He said, sir, I am joining IIT Bombay as a professor in mathematics. So, this undergraduate degree is just a basic degree. There are several such examples who go across the streams, across the lines to do what they like, to excel and make a name for themselves. Similarly, less said the better about other things. Another aerospace engineering graduate, I think Salil Parekh, he is the CEO of Infosys Technologies. He is again aerospace graduate from IIT Bombay. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, some information about our office. So we have a dedicated staff who is working on the different aspects in the IR office. You are welcome to come to the office anytime if you want any information about the programs or whatever. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you very much, and I look forward. And 2 more points before I complete. We have also signed 2 really big agreements, one in Japan with Tohoku University, where what we see forward is that we have started with double degree doctoral program. We are going to start very soon the master's program. Now that master's program could be like you spend 3.5 years here, go and do their 1.5 years over there master's project and some courses, and you get a master's degree from there. And they have also got a big project similar to our Institute of Eminence, where they said they will sponsor the scholarships and other things for the students. And plus their facilities are way much more advanced than what we have. Like they have one, the synchrotron with an investment of over $2 billion. And that synchrotron is much bigger than our Gymkhana ground. So you can imagine the scale of facilities they have. And second one, what we have signed is with the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, which is one of the top US university, where what we are targeting is that a certain selected students, of course any of you could be there, initially we will say target around 25 to 30 students. They complete first year here, they go and spend the second year in Urbana-Champaign, and then they come back along with those American students, a selected group, they come back and spend the third year over here. Again in the fourth year to do the project, research, entrepreneurship, they will be together with each other. And with time, we would like to scale it up to maybe from 25 to at least 500 students every year. So these are some of the plans, and we hope you will get benefited from these opportunities and make name for not only for yourself but for the institute and family as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your informative overview of international collaboration and opportunities. Now with this, I now hand over the session to Dev Arora, who will take you through the upcoming sessions now. And please remember, I represent academic office which is located at 2nd floor. So for all your queries, you can contact us anytime. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. This is the first day being IIT, and I expect a lot of enthusiasm. Good morning, everyone. That is better. So, I am honored to take you through the next section of our orientations. And now, we'd like to welcome the Student Mentorship Program. So, as mentioned by the Deputy Director, apart from your batchmates, your classmates, your professors, a lot of seniors play a very pivotal role in our a lot of seniors play a very pivotal role in your overall development. And for that, we have the student mentorship program, and these seniors guide you through the ones and zeros of a student life. And to shed some more light on it, I would like to invite Professor N. Prabhu, who is going to address you regarding the student mentorship program. So please give a round of applause for Professor N. Prabhu.
Yeah, good morning to you all. First of all, congratulations on securing admission to the undergraduate program here at IIT Bombay, and welcome to IIT Bombay once again. Now, it's possible that many of you are already familiar with some of the activities of the Student Mentor program. It is possible that you might have visited the Student Mentor program site and might have seen some messages welcoming you to IIT Bombay, messages offering to help you with any information that you may require before you come into IIT Bombay. You might have also participated in some discussions on the online forum or posted your queries and obtained the required information. So this particular online forum was hosted by the Student Mentor program. So what is a Student Mentor program? See, Student Mentor program is an academic and a social support system for all students at IIT Bombay, in particular for the new entrants. It works towards helping and motivating the students to excel in academics, and it also encourages you to make the most of your stay here at IIT Bombay. This is a program that comes directly under the Dean of Academic Programs at IIT Bombay. Now, you may be wondering as to why you need or why students need a support system. Now, students who arrive at IIT Bombay, they come from varied backgrounds. So some require help in handling cultural differences, some require help in handling language differences. Also, many students who join IIT Bombay will be staying away from their families for an extended period of time for the first time in their lives. And some require help in overcoming the feelings of homesickness and missing their loved ones. Some require help in managing this transition from a very disciplined and a protected home environment to a rather free hostel environment at IIT Bombay. And another reason for this support system is that most students who join IIT Bombay have been toppers in their respective schools and colleges. In IIT, you are actually surrounded by many high achievers. And some students require help in handling pressures due to the stiff competition in the class. At IIT Bombay, we believe the importance of academics lies in how well it allows the student to develop into a confident individual. Every student, we believe, is capable of putting in his or her best, and it's important to work with the student to make this happen. So coming to the objectives of this Student Mentor program, the first objective is to help the new entrants to adjust to a new environment, to help the students to understand the challenges as well as the opportunities present here on IIT campus. And towards this end, we feel that the first semester is crucial, and if the students have a mentor to discuss their problems, it would be of immense help to them in making this smooth transition to IIT campus. The second objective is to provide you with positive role models, thereby reduce or eliminate the effect of wrong influences. A mentor who has been part of IIT system for some time can help you cope with your problems and provide focused inputs. The third objective of the Student Mentor program is to proactively identify the problems faced in general by the undergraduate students and bring them to the notice of the authorities. and subsequently monitor the situation as per the guidelines given to them. So the aim here is to detect problems at an early stage and to solve those problems at the early stage. Now, in order to pursue these objectives, every new entrant is given an anchor. These anchors are our senior students, whom we call as the student mentors. Our student mentors are respected, well-balanced students. They are good role models. They provide sound advice without any personal bias. They have significant achievements in their academics as well as in co-curricular activities. And most importantly, they possess the twin qualities required to be a mentor, and that is empathy and humility. These are the qualities required to understand the situation of their mentees, and that is you, and to build a rapport with you. The ISMP team consists of 2 overall coordinators. These are our final year students with experience and proven credentials. The overall coordinators for the year 25-26 academic year are Amritansh Joshi and Sara Atnurkar. They are the ones who are tasked with the responsibility of executing this program in the next academic year. They are in turn, supported by a mentor cabinet, and the mentor cabinet consists of student mentors who have at least 1 year of experience. They help the mentor coordinators, the overall coordinators, in ideation, planning, and execution of the initiatives that they plan to take up this year. And the mentor cabinet in turn is supported by a very large number of students. We are talking about some 150 students. Each mentor mentoring about 12 to 14 new entrants. So the mentors are selected from the senior years, 3rd year and 4th year. And importantly, the mentor wants to ensure that you adjust quickly and comfortably to the life here at IIT Bombay. So therefore, it is very important that you establish a rapport with your mentor as soon as possible. The mentor will help you to overcome any social problems, but strictly in an advisory role. That is because it's important for you to become independent as well as self-reliant. The mentor can help you with your difficulties, but remember, the mentor is not expected to teach, but however, the mentor can coordinate with the teaching assistants and can provide and can coordinate with the teaching assistant and can take care of some help sessions for you. The mentor will ensure that no activity is forced upon you. So please remember this. Mentor will ensure that during your the first semester, the first few weeks of the semester, no activity is forced upon you against your will. In case participation in social or cultural activity will benefit you, the mentor may actually persuade you to take part in those activities, but mentor will always impress upon you to focus on academics and participate in only 1 or 2 co-curricular activities. Mentor will encourage you to maintain a very disciplined lifestyle here on campus. Mentor will caution you against picking up any undesirable habits, especially the habit of sleeping late at night, and will remind you of the consequences of missing your classes the next day. Mentor will guide you in applying for any financial assistance. You might have heard about different schemes which are available for providing financial assistance to you. So in case you require any financial assistance, the mentor can assist you with that. Mentor can guide you through the process of course registration, which is going to happen this afternoon. Mentor will clarify the various institute procedures and make you aware of the various opportunities that exist at IIT Bombay, so that you can utilize your time in a very productive manner and enhance your learning experience here at IIT Bombay. Now, when and where to meet your mentor is left entirely to your discretion. But remember, the mentor will make every effort to contact you at very crucial junctures in the first year, especially during the first few weeks of the semester. In fact, the mentor will probably be constantly in touch with you during the first few days. And during the first round of quizzes, just before your mid-semester examination, before your end-semester examination, the mentor will make efforts to reach out to you. So please be in touch with your mentor. And finally, please remember that the mentors are your senior students who volunteer their time for the student mentor program. And the reason they volunteer is because they themselves were new entrants not many years ago, and they were benefited through this program, and they in turn would like to help their junior students also, during their course of study here. Finally, just a reminder here. Remember, the new entrants and their parents are requested to assemble in their respective hostels, and the student mentors will come and meet you today at 7:30 p.m. So this is the information that you should have with you. The student mentors will come and introduce themselves, and you will know who your student mentors are. So with that, welcome again, and wish you a very happy and enhanced learning experience here at IIT Bombay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the address. And just to remind all of you, you will be meeting your ISMP mentors today at 7:30 p.m. These mentors are going to be your first point of contact in the institute. So the parents along with the students, please be there in our hostel wings today. So next, IIT Bombay has its very own hospital, which is adjacent to the convocation hall where we're sitting right now. It offers multiple facilities and things for the students which can be utilized throughout your journey in IIT Bombay and beyond. And to shed some more light on it, I would like to invite the Chief Medical Officer of IIT Bombay on the stage. So please welcome him with a round of applause, everyone.
Good morning all. Congratulations to all coming to IIT Bombay and the parents who have worked hard with you. I'm Dr. Arvind Meshram. I'm the in charge of IIT Bombay Hospital. So I'm here to tell you about what can happen in the institute and about your health and who can take care of your health. Basically, this is the hospital who has a responsibility to see that if you are ill at any time, whatever reason could be, we are there to help you. So I'll be giving in brief as to what you can expect from our hospital and what are the facilities available in the hospital, so that at any time if you feel that you need some medical help, we are there to help you. So this is a very brief presentation. I'll start with, can you just go to the next slide? So ours is a very centrally located hospital. You can access it from anywhere, from the main building to the main gate. So it is centrally located and you can see it from any place. And we have OPD and IPD services available. The hospital facilities are free of cost for all the students. So you don't have to pay anything. Even if you are sent outside for some reason, the institute pays for it. So you don't need to pay anything for the hospital's facilities which you get in the hospital as well as when you go out. Next slide, please. Next slide. So the hospital services are divided into two. One is OPD services, that is the outpatient division, and the inpatient division. So outpatient division has, like, we have the medical officers who see you when you come to the hospital, and you take the consultation from there, and as and when if you feel, or rather the doctor feels that you need more than what they can give you, they'll send you to the consultants who come to the hospitals, where we have 37 consultants coming to the hospitals. They are from the different fields. We have physicians available, we have orthopedicians available, we have gynecologists available. So all basic faculties are available in our hospital, where you can take the help of our doctors and they'll see you. As regard to the facilities, we have almost all the facilities which are available, from the X-ray to the pharmacy, which is outsourced, to the physiotherapy, homeopathy, dental department, ECG, echo. Almost every facility is available in the hospital. You don't need to go out. And wherever you have to go out, we take care of it that you are seen in a good hospital. Next slide, please. So the inpatient, we have almost a 55-bedded hospitals, and the service is 24/7. You can come to the hospital anytime, and the doctors are available throughout the day and night to see you. So it is a 24/7 facility, and we have indoor facilities to admit. as well as isolation facilities for the patients with infectious diseases. We also have a super specialty facilities like cardiology, nephrology, and urology. And in case of emergency, you can call the ambulance. The number is given there. You can write the number. It is very important. From the internal phone number, you can call at 1110. And from the external number, the mobile number is 829-129-7051. So I'll be sharing these numbers and all the other things which are required for you as a student, or rather first stage students, in an email. You can note it down now also, and otherwise also keep that email intact with you for future help. Next. So as I've already said, that in case some facility is not available in our hospital, we may refer you to outside hospital for help. These are entitled hospitals or other impaneled hospitals on our institute's panel. So you can go there, take the facilities, and these are free of cost facilities, and we are there to help, and they are in touch with our hospital. So anytime if you have any problem with any hospital, you can always contact us. We'll be there to help you. And beyond that, next slide please. So I have Dr. Aditi Day. There are two aspects of your studies or rather stay in IIT Bombay, which I'm going to touch upon, which are very important. As a student, there are issues which you face in a daily life. For that, I have two doctors with me, Dr. Aditi Day, our dietitian, and Dr. Rajendra Barve, a renowned psychiatrist and mental health specialist, who will be talking about these two aspects. These are basically, when you stay in a hospital or rather in an institute, these are very important aspects you have to take care of, deal with. If you know what can happen and how you can deal with it, I think you will be able to deal it better. So I'll call Dr. Aditi Day to talk about the health, the importance of diet, sleep and exercise.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Meshram. Well, I think most of you are here today who are for the first time coming out of your house and will be staying independently on your own. So I'm here to give you a few tips so that the most important thing is if you are healthy, you can attend your classes, can be more productive in the sense that you'll be able to manage your classes, do your assignments, take your tests. So for that, most important part is if you are able to have a good diet and good exercise and good sleep. So these three are very important things. Studies do come, but first priority are your health. So see, when you're at home, most of the time it's your parents who take care of your diet, if you're having good food or not, but here you have to do it yourself. So I think it is very important. First thing is I would like to concentrate is, can you make the next? Okay, so first thing I would want to ask you people is you all should have a good breakfast, a healthy breakfast. See, most of the hostels, they have a balanced breakfast. So you have to select among them what are the foods you can eat, what are the foods you're permitted to eat. You can have those food, and there is a mixed kind of both veg and non-veg options which you can go for. And breakfast is most important. Never skip your breakfast. Start your day with a healthy breakfast. You can have a lighter lunch, you can have a lighter dinner, but breakfast is the most important part. Always for your in-between meals, carry some fruits, nuts, some dry fruits, something like some chana or groundnuts or something which you can binge on in between, but not things like chips or colas or any other snacks, biscuits. Try to avoid these things as much as possible. Then try to go for mixing up with friends, talk to friends when you are stressed instead of binging on food. Many times, many people say that, okay, I'm bored or I'm stressed, and they keep on eating lots of sweets, lot of junk food. So try avoiding these things. Try to eat lots of fruits and vegetables whenever possible, and keep yourself hydrated. That is the most important thing, because you feel thirsty when your body is really dehydrated. And so you must keep on drinking water throughout the day. Next slide. Next important, no, I think you missed one slide. No, okay, leave this. I'll tell you to, yeah, leave this. Fine. Next important thing is your exercise. You must exercise daily because that is also important. And in the campus, you have lot of indoor and outdoor facilities which will, you can use those facilities to go for some exercises and do it in groups. Take care that you are using proper preventive measures and don't get yourself hurt, and make exercise a daily part of your routine. Fix up any one time, either in the morning or in the evening, to go for some activity at least, because that's very important. See, prevention is better than cure. So if you are able to exercise properly, if you are able to eat properly and you're keeping yourself healthy, that will make you fitter and you people will not have to waste your time in the hospital when you come. So we are there to help you out definitely, but we don't want you to be in the hospital most of the time. Next slide. No, the previous one. Okay. Another important thing, as I said in the very beginning, is sleep. So if you are resting, if you're giving proper rest to your body, that is also equally essential. So must sleep at least 6 hours. Have a 6 hours sleep anytime, but preferably in the night, definitely. And fix up a bedtime in the night and try to sleep on time. If you're sleeping around 11, that's okay, but you must have at least a 6 hours sleep or 12, whatever, and try to have good sleep because that will make you keep alert in the class also. Otherwise in the class you will be dozing when your lectures are going on, or many a times you might sleep late in the morning till late and then you will miss your breakfast, which is again not good. So these are few of the things I would like to tell you people to concentrate on so that you are healthy and you don't fall sick often, so that you don't miss out on your classes and other activities. So all the best for your next 4 years and take care. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. First correction, I am now Dr. Jyoti Sangle. Look at me, I have huge enlightened head. So I am not Jyoti, I am Dr. Barve, Dr. Rajendra Barve. I am a psychiatrist in IIT hospital for last 35 years, and I have seen many students, teachers and staff, faculty coming in meeting me. And I also practice as a private psychiatrist for last 40 years. I have nothing to do with engineering or technology, I am only here. So, and I see all of you very eager students here today. It's great pleasure to welcome you. And I think we have been sitting here for more than about 45 minutes to 1 hour. So let's wake up a little. I would like you to do a very small exercise. Let's do it. Exercise is sitting down only. So you can wake up and start doing activity. And all of you come from the maths, physics, chemistry, right? So you have paper and pen with you? All of you, paper, pen, just keep it ready, quickly keep paper, pen ready. I'll give you 30 seconds to keep your paper and pen ready. Keep it ready, absolutely in your hand, paper and pen. Single page will do. You can write on your hands also, no problem. Write with your pen on your hand or paper or bus ticket or anything. 30 seconds are getting over. My exercise is very simple. Exercise is, I am going to ask you to count number backwards. Very easy. Count backwards 100 minus 100, 99, 98, 97, 96. Is that the way we count here in Powai? Right. Okay. So count that way. When I say stop, you'll write the last number which you have in your mind. It may be 80, 81 or whatever. So you'll write that number on the paper and on the paper. Are you clear about that? Very simple. Count backwards from 100. I am going to do this 3 times and then going to ask you a very few simple questions. This will be done in just few minutes, right? So get ready. Don't count loudly. Count in your own mind. And when I say start, 100 backwards. When I say start, 100 backwards. When I start, 100 backwards. And then the questions will come. Ready? Start. Stop. Anyone below 80? Counting. Anyone below 80? Below 70? Only one. Okay. Okay. And again 100 backwards. Start. Stop. Below 80? Below 70? Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That side. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Stop. Okay. Start. Don't use mobile for writing. Paper, pen. Stop. Stop. Write the number. Below 60. Below 50. Below 50. Below 40. Below 40. Below 50. Okay. Now you'll start counting, but not stop counting. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You'll answer those questions in one word, right? No Einstein principle, nothing. Very simple, one word answer. But continue to count and write answer. Continue to count and write answers. Again, 100 backwards. Okay? Are you clear? Write answers, one word on the paper, not on mobile. Got it? Start. Name of color. Don't stop counting. Name of color. Continue counting backwards. Name of flower. Continue counting backwards. Name of piece of furniture. Stop. Anyone below 40? 30? 20? Below 20? Below 10? 3. Anyone 0? Okay. 3. Below 0, minus? Okay. 0. 0 is the last. Okay. How many of you have written red as the color? Look back. Rose. Chair. Red rose chair. I thought you might write lotus. It's right here. But you wrote rose. And this is what is going to happen to you in the next few years. You are going to be engaged in activity which is very challenging but routine. Counting numbers became a challenging work, while writing the words became an also ran task. You understand that? Because you are primarily focused on doing one task, the other task became secondary. And I'm sure you may like many more flowers, many more colors, many more names, many more places. Most students like bed as their place to, piece of furniture is bed. So none of that happened. And generally we got all red rose and chair. There are 2 explanations to this which are very important for the mind. The mind works at 2 levels. Number one, it engages in activity which is driven by competition. Now, all of you started competing with each other, comparing yourself with each other. And I kept on saying anyone below 40, below 30, that created a sense that I want to do faster and faster and faster. But at no point of time I said count faster. I just said count backwards. But you perceived it as count faster. And you got into that mode, that kind of thinking, and you forgot to write any color that you like. You understand this? This is how competition and comparison affects our mind. And what happens is attention, which is the most important thing, which is very important thing in the campus, goes for a toss. We hear about water pollution, we hear about noise pollution, light pollution, air pollution. But the world today is talking about attention pollution. If there is any resource which is deprived, is your attention span, your ability to remain focused. And ability to remain focused is the most important thing for your hard work. The worldwide research says that success and failure depend only on three things. One, intelligence, hard work, and third one is luck. Now you will understand that intelligence is given. Almost all of you are high achievers. High degree of intelligence, no doubt about it. Luck, always we don't know. Fingers crossed. Third factor, hard work. Two fixed things, intelligence and luck, which cannot be predicted. But what can be predicted is hard work. And that hard work requires attention span, which is enough. You got distracted by a competitive spirit of doing little better, little better, little better. No doubt about it. You can compete with yourself, but not at the cost of your attention and not the cost of your performance. So hard work is the very important key. But the factor here is that the hard work and expectations are going to be quite high, and high achievers have high level of stress. High level of motivation is important, but not high level of expectations. You will expect yourself to do better every day, very good. But expectation is not the word, motivation is the right word. And lot of pressure will come to you from your parents about doing better. मेरा तो dream मतलब fulfill हो गया, मेरा बच्चा IIT में है. But what it is to be here is only the students know. And when they know it, they understand that this causes discomfort and distress. And this session that I had just for a few minutes is just to reiterate a point that discomfort and distress is what we would like to address. Mental health is not about disorders alone. We want to work with you. All the system has been created so that the distress can be dissolved, discomfort can be removed, and we don't move towards becoming a disordered person. But in case there is anything, we are always there with you for your distress, for discomfort, as well as disorders. The commonest disorders that we see is stress. Stress is healthy and stress is unhealthy. When you find that your motivation is going down, your ability to concentrate has gone down, your sleep is disturbed, you require help, self-help, help from mentor or help from people. Don't feel shy. In my clinic, I put up a poster which says, smart people ask for help. Don't feel shy. There is no stigma. Walk in and say, I have a problem, like any other problem. So remember these things, and your best friends are people around you. Dr. Google, Dr. AI are commercial agents. They are very good, but a personal relationship with your mentor, with your teachers, with your faculty advisors, with student counselors and mental health professionals is very important because it's a personal relationship, it has warmth, it has emotional intelligence, not just intelligence. So remember, emotional intelligence is what really is going to take you ahead. Thank you very much for your time.
Next. Thank you, Dr. Barve and Dr. Aditi Dey. That was a very nice session, very informative session. This is what basics which we will be telling you about when you are not well, what you have to do. First thing is we have OPD and emergency. I said we have OPD, which I'll give you the timings in your email. Emergency is open 24 hours a day. You can come to the hospital anytime. Doctor is available 24/7. You'll be seen by a doctor and giving your proper consultation. If you're not able to come to the hospital, I've already told you this number, 1110. We can send the ambulance to your place and that will bring you to the hospital for the consultation with the doctor. I've also given you the numbers where you have to contact, 1110, 829 129 7051. So you can contact there and come to the hospital for the consultation. Next slide. So we have already sent you in your folder a registration form that you have to fill up first and bring to the hospital. We'll be making the folder for you, and that folder has to be there with you all the time when you are coming to the hospital. And if the folder is not there, there's one thing that there will be no reimbursement, no certificates will be given to you. We have already specified that at least one vaccination, rather valid vaccination, is to be taken for the making of folder. Soon, I think these folders will also go because we are already in the due process with the hospital information system, which is just going to take place. With that, all the folders and the files will go. But before that, all the files will be required, and at least this session, you'll have to make the file. We'll be helping you, we'll be telling you when to come for the camps and make the files. Next slide. This is just a sample of the medical record which you'll be filling and coming to the hospital. With this form, we'll be seeing you and making your file. Next. These are the timings. I'll be sending you these timings for the hospital and the emergency. You can note it down otherwise also and keep it with you because you will come to know as to when the doctors will be available and when is the emergency timing of the hospital. Next. So thank you all. If you have any problem, any complaints, any help, we'll be always there with you. And I think, as Sir said, we want that you should be all right and not to come to the hospital otherwise. Thank you and all the best to all of you. Bye.
Thank you so much, doctors, for that wonderful and interactive address. So next, okay, let's do this. How many of you have already seen the Central Library of IIT Bombay? With a raise of hands. I see a few hands. Wow. Indeed, you're very enthusiastic because it's not even your first day is over. So the Central Library of IIT Bombay is just like IIT Bombay itself. It's focused, it's innovative, and it is excellence driven. And to tell you more about the online and offline resources of IIT Bombay, I would like to invite the Chief Library Officer, IIT Bombay, on the stage. Please welcome sir with a round of applause, everyone.
Next slide. Yeah, next slide please. Good morning and I welcome you all to Central Library, IIT Bombay. In this session, I will give you a brief introduction about Central Library, its resources and services. If I want to say in one sentence about Central Library, it is a gateway to access a global high-quality knowledge resources and discovery. In short, a brief about Central Library, it is a vibrant hub dedicated to what? Maintain academic excellence. It's fostering a supportive environment for teaching, learning, research, etc. Once you come to the physical library, you will feel that several activities are going on without disturbing anybody. And also, we are proud to offer a vast collection, modern and also world-class facility to enrich your academic experience. Central Library collection built on variety of the different disciplines such as engineering, technology, science, art, design, management, humanities, social science, and etc. It houses a vast knowledge of resources in print and electronic resources. This is one of the rich library in the country. We have access to more than 30 million full text resources and also 5 lakh print resources. It provides a lively place, a safe, comfortable and friendly environment that enables a learning and advance of knowledge, support discovery and scholarship. It's a renovated library building with a rich ambient, convenient reading space and working space and other amenities as well. Next slide, please. So there are variety of resources to meet your academic and research needs as well as your pleasure, particularly novels, stories and other books as well. The most important collection of the library is the books, predominantly print books and the e-books and also study room books and reference material. The second, the most important, you may be doing seminar or minor project and other small research work. You may be required some journals, the back volumes, and the archives. You have access to more than around 30,000 the journals as well as back volumes. The third important the point is databases, which are the secondary sources which leads to get the primary sources. These are all the specialized resources, particularly to do the in-depth research across various disciplines. The fourth important the resource is that thesis and dissertation. It's not only of IIT Bombay, you have access to more than 3 million full-text thesis and dissertation of world best universities. And the last one, we have also more than around 3,000 non-print material which you can access through intranet, which are the copies of thesis, particularly CDs, DVD, floppies, which are supporting material for the many print resources. The next slide. Central Library is not only maintaining the tradition of reading space as well as a stack area, but it has several modern facilities, particularly to enhance your learning. It is a 5-story centralized building with air condition with a CCTV surveillance. There is a dedicated charging points everywhere with a Wi-Fi facility in all reading area. There is a self-checkout kiosk and also advanced auto issue system, particularly for your convenience. You need not to wait for any staff to take the books, but particularly loan out those books. IIT Bombay email ID and password is sufficient, so you can take those books. And also, in order to return those books, you need not to enter the library itself, but the entrance we have a Dropbox facility, so you can drop those books the next day morning. Those books will be cleared from your account. And also, we have 24/7 reading hall. This 365 days it opens with Wi-Fi facility and air condition. Library also conducts millions of resources. We need to improve the usage of the resources. We conduct several events throughout the year. In the August 1st week itself, we have 30 to 40 minutes orientation where you will understand the library resources and services better. We conduct an author workshop, database training program and orientation throughout the year. Based on the students' feedback, the students who attended, who interacted, got more benefit. So throughout the year there will be several events. Try to attend some of the event to get a maximum benefit from the library resources. And also, there is a separate special collection, particularly for SC, ST and economically backward students. Those collections are issued for a 1 semester, whereas others are issued for 30 days loan period. And also we have exclusive study room books, always one or more than one copy of the study title, particular textbook copies available in the central library. These books are issued just half an hour before closing of the library. You need to return it next day before 2 p.m. The library is not only particularly UG and PG students, it's a library for overall development of the community campus members. And also we have a beautiful children's section with a lot of interesting collections, stories, novels and other things for your leisure, particularly for competitive exam and other things, current affairs. There are several such collections, so you can utilize those service as well. Next slide. These are all some of the specialized services, tools are available at the Central Library. Central Library is one of the most democratic and inclusive space in the campus. So in order to cater particularly visually impaired students, we have a braille printers, a screen reader and other useful tools and technologies are available. If somebody is there belongs to this category, try to utilize those resources. Library is around 1 lakh square feet, around 1000 sitting capacity, but apart from quiet area, there are some discussion rooms are available on booking. So that is for academic discussion and group study, etc. So you can utilize the space that is available 24/7. And also photocopy print facilities also available. All resources are not available electronic format. Some of the bound volumes, some of the print books, reference books. If you need a 1 chapter or 2 chapter, whether print out or photocopy with a nominal rate, that facility is available, you can utilize those. We have institutional repository particularly to disseminate the IIT Bombay research work. So we have institutional repository. Particularly if you are doing a research work, what IIT Bombay in which area is doing, that you can browse that to know that IIT Bombay's research strength. And also we have a reference collection. Normally reference collection is not lent out. It is available in handbook, particularly encyclopedia, some useful books including thesis and dissertation which are not available in online, so that you can study in the reference area. Another, the most important thing is that writing and plagiarism detection tools. You are one of the most responsibility during your stay at IIT Bombay is that you have to maintain your academic integrity. Whether you are doing assignment, whether doing seminar, or doing a project work or any other work. If you borrowed any idea from other sources, you need to cite it properly. And you need to write your own ideas. And you need to claim that one. There are tools and technologies are available to identify that whether intentionally or unintentionally if you write in your work. So those are all the things you can avoid that if you use this one, Turnitin, Drillbrit, Grammarly. There are several such tools are available. So you have access to all these tools. Make use of this one and maintain that your academic integrity. That is the most important responsibility we have. And also library has a beautiful cafeteria, particularly 14 hours a day library open. Sometimes if you need a break or refreshment, you can utilize that facility. Sometimes you go hometown, you traveling, you do field work. Sometimes you go abroad as well, but library, particularly electronic resources and some other facility you can access by using a remote access tool. For that you need IIT Bombay email ID and password. The one most important instruction in this case, whenever you are going outside, please don't save your IIT Bombay email ID and password in any system, even within the campus as well, because systematic download and misuse of these electronic resources is not allowed, and don't share with even your visitors, friends or guests. And most of the library throughout the year, several events we conduct, new arrivals, particularly new resources, activities, etc. So all these activity we will update on our library social media accounts. So please keep a track on this one in case if you want to know all this activity. Next slide. Next slide, please. So this is the circulation hours. Some library opens 360 days, Monday to Sunday. So if you need a staff help, particularly to take the books, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Whereas particularly Saturday, Sunday, 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. But whereas self-checkout facility is there, entire library hours you can take out any moment. So the study room books, that is one copy or more than one copy which is available in the central library, that you can half an hour before closing the library. Next slide. This the library timings. So 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. 360 days except 5 national holidays. So January 26th Republic Day and August 15th Independence Day and October 2 Gandhi Jayanti, Holi and Diwali. Please mark in your calendar, not first year, even final year student every year, some student will come to the library during this holiday, because if you ask this one, they don't remember about the timings and date about particularly to the library. This is for only library 5 days remain closed, but our 24/7 reading all open 24 hours 365 days. Next slide. This is your eligibility for the books. All UG and PG students are able to take 15 books for 30 days. This for almost 1 month. In case if nobody is reserved or claimed on those books, the books which you borrowed, you can 4 times you can renew it online, which means you can keep those books almost all for a 1 semester. But in case if you don't renew it, so late fine attracts. Either return it or renew it. Next slide. This is the library.iitb.ac.in. This is the wealth of information. You access lot of activity, indexing, databases, library activity, all those things we have indexed here. So bookmark this in your browser. To access your library account, anything to know about, okay, for which service, to whom to contact, all this, okay, contact ID we have given here. Some of the resources you may access even without coming to the library website. There is a possibility, but not all. Most of the electronic resources are IP-based access, but some publishers, they have 2 different URL, one for free, one for premium. In order to get a subscribe content, premium content, try to whether we have subscribed, you try to go to through this library website. If you go through Google and other thing, there is a possibility of you getting a very free resources. The one thing is that one is IP-based access. There are some databases which are available at central library only. And third category is that you need to create an account in some of the resources to access at particular website. Remember these 3 categories. Next slide, please. We have more than around 40 bibliographic databases. Particularly, these databases are particularly financial data, bibliographic data, citation data. This will help you to do the in-depth research, and also it provides access to full text and also bibliographic and citation resources. Particularly people who are interested in the research, remember that most 2 to 3 most important citation and bibliographic databases, Scopus and Web of Science and SciFinder Scholars. So try to, for literature search, it is a very useful tools, but later on you can explore the other databases. And also particularly each databases we conduct around 30 to 40 minutes, 2-3 events in a year, attend that to learn the best skills, data mining skills from these databases. Next slide. Some of these photos, library is a beautiful renovated building, so always crowded. Try to utilize these resources, whether electronic resources or other resources or study area. If anything is required, there are several dedicated email ID for particular purpose. So you can contact it. So in case if you are confused with those ID, directly write to librarian@iitb.ac.in. That's all from me. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the address. The Central Library and the Reading Hall will become a go-to spot for all of you as well in the coming days. But we'll move forward for now. As mentioned by Professor Milind Atre, life at IIT Bombay is going to be the best phase of your life. But the next 4 to 5 years, not every day is going to be the same. You will have your seniors, your mentors, as well as faculty advisors to help you throughout. But still, there could be a need for professional help, which is why IIT Bombay holds the privilege to host the Student Wellness Center at IIT Bombay. And these are professionals who help you through whatever you might be going through in your life. And for that, I would like to invite the in charge of Student Wellness Cell on the stage. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay. First of all, congratulations and welcome to IIT Bombay. Before I start, my name is Anisha Matthews. I'm the in charge of Student Wellness Center. Before I start, let me just get your blood circulation flowing. How many of you are excited to be here? Give me a cheer. How many of you are tired? How many of you are sleepy? How many are already hungry? How many of you have heard this phrase before or after your results? एक बार IIT clear हो जाए, life set हो जाएगी. That's it? Oh, anyways, so I am here to help you break that myth. So, let me start with my presentation. Can you take the first slide, please? Okay. So, IIT Bombay, yes, you have cleared your JEE exams. You've achieved a huge milestone in your life, and congratulations, and you should enjoy it. But your graduation starts from here. Your life is not set here. The struggle is still there. You still need to survive 4 years of here and do it happily, and not just academically, but even personally develop into the best version of yourself. So this is a new beginning. This is a new phase of your life. Take it like that only. The sooner you come down from the high of I've done it, life set ho gayi hai, the easier it will be for you to see the realities in front of you. Next slide, please. So what are the possible realities of IIT Bombay? You have all been used to high expectations, getting really, grueling schedules. It continues here. Nothing changes. What changes is that you do not have a external structure imposed on you. Everything here becomes your own personal responsibilities. So you'll still have academic expectations. You'll still have to keep up with consistent commitments. You will have to face your targets, but there will be nobody around trying to put you in a schedule. You'll have to create your own schedules. There are no parents around. There are no helpers around to take care of your laundry, your khana, your room cleanliness. Everything falls upon you. You're going to meet people from so many different backgrounds. You're going to meet boys, you're going to meet girls, you're going to learn how to interact, some of you will be misunderstood, some of you will become very popular. All these new emotional challenges will come up, and you will some of you may really struggle on how to deal with that. Along with this, add on the extra working hours. How many of you are used to sleeping up, say, by 10? Give me a cheer. How many of you are used to sleeping by 12? Give me a cheer. How many of you are used to staying up awake till 3 in the morning? Right. How many of you are used to staying up till 3 in the morning and reaching an 8:30 class? Right. So I see the volume going down and down and down. So this is also going to be one of the few challenges that you're going to face. Your mentors are here to guide you through it, but I'm just going to give you a very brief, general recommendations that you can do to kind of how you can survive your 4 years here. Next slide, please. So very simple: plan, prioritize, communicate, and persevere. And what does that mean? Plan what your day is going to look like, what your week is going to look like, what your month is going to look like. Don't go beyond that. बहुत घबराहट हो जाएगी. Prioritize. There are going to be so many things that are happening in the campus in the next 4 years. Along with academics, there's going to be extracurricular, there are going to be events, there are going to be clubs, there are going to be activities. You do not need to always be a part of everything. Prioritize. Sometimes it may be academics which is your priority. Sometimes it may be a mood eye which is your priority. Sometimes it may be another event which is your priority. But be clear that at this point of time, this is my priority, because then it becomes easier for you to look back and see whether I'm doing or going in the right direction or not. Third is communicate. Communicate with your friends, communicate with your seniors, communicate with your family, communicate with your institute support structures. And when I say communicate, I don't just mean sharing what is troubling you. Also share what makes you happy, where you're getting stuck. How can you find more support around? There is a lot of support around in the campus, but as Dean SA said earlier, you need to be able to ask for help. You need to be able to look around and see who to go to. It doesn't matter whether you know that this is the right person or not. Just reach out to somebody and they will direct you that where is the right path. Last and very important thing, you've all been toppers all your life and you've here with only your own hard work. It's very easy to see that in a class of so many students, if you're not the best, it's very easy to lose hope. I just want to say that persevere, stay true to what you want to do. Be clear that I am here because I deserve to be here, and that is why I'm just going to keep doing the work that requires to be done. Hard work is not over, it's just a different kind of hard work that you need to do over here. Next slide, please. Like I said, there is a lot of support system on the campus. You will hear from a lot of them in the next round, but I am just going to give you a run through. There is Dean of Student Affairs, who you've already heard up to. You have your faculty advisors, you will have your hostel wardens and managers for any hostel related concerns that you may have. You will have security, QRT and vigilance, where you can seek support for any physical safety on campus. You have the gender cell, you have the SC/ST cell and the PWD cell, who are specialized in supporting with concerns that are related to these areas. You've already heard the IITB hospitals CMO speak. You have your mentors who are going to be your guiding philosophers through this 1 year. Please get in touch with them. They may not be able to reach out to you, but you have to make it a point that you reach out to them, share with them, get in touch with them, bug them, trouble them. They're just yours to use. And if none of these is giving you the kind of support that you need, you're always welcome to reach out to the Student Wellness Center. Now, what does the Student Wellness Center do? Next slide. Student Wellness Center offers 3 kinds of services. One is counseling, the other is training, and third is the wellness activities. Counseling is mostly for students who are either distressed, who are discomforted in some way, or who are going through some kind of a difficulty. Now this, you've heard Dr. Barve say distress, difficulty, and disorder. I am adding one more D to it, which is development. So if there is any area in your life that you feel that you want to develop, which is not professional, which is more of soft skills, which is more of personal, and you can reach out to the Student Wellness Center. In terms of going through and working through your concerns, we offer 3 kinds of counseling. One is in-person counseling, which is professional counselors who are in the campus. They meet you inside the campus at different locations, and they provide you support. We have online counseling, which is a 24/7 free service that is available to IITB students. We've partnered with an external agency, and you can reach out to them. They do telephonic as well as video counseling. Sorry, not telephonic, they do audio as well as video counseling, and you can avail their services from the comfort of your home. For those students who want to meet somebody in person but don't want to meet somebody who's on the campus, we also provide the services of external counseling. So there are some empaneled centers around the campus where you can go and seek in-person counseling, and the charges are reimbursed by the institute. Other than this, like I said, there's a lot of training activities that are happening. We have mentor training, we have skill building workshops, we have workshops where you can identify whether you are distressed or if there is somebody around you who's distressed. We have faculty trainings also, and recently we've also started building series of workshops where different topics like resume building, confidence building, all these are taken up, which can help you to be better prepared for the next 3 years of your life. We also have a lot of wellness activities. I would like this opportunity to invite you to our Harmony Hangouts and Vartalap series. These are talks and informal interactions that happens in the hostels and different locations in the campus. You can get valuable insights, specific practical tips on the topics that we are discussing for that day, and use them to build more and more positive, more and more healthier interactions in your life. Next slide, please. So this is some of the poster events, some of the activities that you can just see through what all we are doing. Now, why I'm emphasizing on all of this is because a lot of you may have come across hesitations on seeking counseling. So how many of you have this notion that counseling is only for crazy people? Just give me a chair. I am loving this audience. Thank you so much that most of you don't believe that counseling is only for crazy people. How many of you believe that counseling is required only for severe problems? If I'm not able to wake up in the morning and attend class, it is a me problem, it's not a counseling problem. All right. If I am not able to juggle my different academics and my activities and my interests and hobbies, it's a me problem, it's not necessarily a counseling problem. If मेरी professor की बातें मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रही है, his language is, he's speaking too fast, it's a me problem, it's not a counseling problem. If I'm not able to make friends, if I'm not able to talk to other people, it's a me problem, it's not a counseling problem. While a lot of this can start with me problems, trust me, if they start affecting your life, they become counseling problems. And when I say counseling problems, it doesn't mean that they're severe, it just means that they are issues where counseling can help you, and psychologists and counselors in the center can support you through building up these skills. Next slide, please. So like I said, some of the misconceptions that people have is that counseling is for crazy people, it's only where problems are severe, what will others think about me, or will a stranger understand what I am saying, why can't I solve my problems, does that mean I'm weak, does that mean I don't have the mental strength? All these are concerns or thoughts that come up, and I want to tell you that that's not exactly what happens in real life. Next slide, please. In reality, what happens in a counseling setup is that you are receiving a space where you can talk without any pressure. There is no expectation that you're supposed to do this or do that. You're supposed to have this skill or that skill. You're supposed to be understanding this or not. It's a place of absolute non-pressure and non-judgmentality. You are accepted for what you are, we take it as a base, and then we work on towards from there. You can unburden yourself, there is no judgment, there is no criticism, and there is no assumption that you're already in IIT Bombay, you're already 18 to 19 years old, you should be able to know this, you should be able to achieve this. We respect you and your problems. No problem is small for us, no person is insignificant for us. So please ensure that before an issue becomes big enough, you just reach out, and I keep telling the students, the simplest thing that can happen is that you reach out to us, you meet us, and you figure out that, oh, it was not a big deal. All I needed was I wanted to talk to somebody. And the best thing that can happen is that a major problem can be identified early on, and we can work on so that the struggle that you may face is lesser in comparison. I also want to emphasize, confidentiality is maintained irrespective of what you may hear from your peers and your seniors. We are very, very careful about our confidentiality. There are only 3 possible places where confidentiality is broken: when you are a threat to yourself, to others, or when there is a case of abuse. In any other case, if there is a requirement of sharing any information, it is always discussed with the students and then it is taken forward as and when it is required. Now, till here, is there any concerns, any doubts? Right. So now you know what to do. I'll tell you how to do it. Next slide, please. So how to take counseling appointments? There are 3 QR codes on the screen. One is for individual counseling, one is for online counseling, and one is for external counseling. You can scan these QR codes. We are also going to put them up all across the campus. They're also going to be displayed in your departments also. So you can reach out to help for yourself. You can also reach out for help for a friend of yours if you feel that they are struggling but unwilling to reach out. We are also available, next slide, on the 3rd floor of the Student Wellness Center. How many of you know where the academic section is? Can you give me a cheer? Have you gone to the academic section? Okay, great. So on the main building, right opposite to the convocation hall, there is the main building, and on the side of the main building, there's another structure. On 3rd floor, we are located in the Student Wellness Center. You can walk in for any kind of support. You don't necessarily need to take an appointment. We appreciate it if you take an appointment, but you can always walk in if you feel that you just want to talk to somebody urgently. If you don't feel that you want to talk to somebody urgently, we've also been told that our coffee tastes great, so you can come and have some coffee, sit and talk to the counselors and reach back also. We are open Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and the number is given in the screen. Now this is how the professional counselors can help you. However, we also have some self-help resources, which is IITB Bandhu, and it's our YouTube channel. Both these are places where you can go for to get any kind of tips and suggestions which you may want to implement in your life if you feel that you want to do a self-help kind of a work, and if it doesn't work, we are always there to back it up. Now, coming to our team, we have a team. Our team is headed by the Dean of Student Affairs. We have a chairperson and a vice chairperson, both of whom are professors. Like I said, I'm a professional psychologist. I'm Manisha Matthews. We have a lead of outreach, training and awareness. She's Miss Hema Anna Reddy. Other than this, we have currently a team of around 8 to 10 counselors who are doing individual as well as outreach counseling. 2 of them, Miss Ankita and Miss Rahul, you will be meeting around in the hostels for the Harmony Hangout sessions. So this was what I wanted to share with you, and in the words of great Albus Dumbledore, help will always and always be provided to all those who ask at the IIT Bombay. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the insightful address. To the parents, the section of the orientation which was supposed to be for the parents is now over, and we'll be stopping the live streaming now. The upcoming session is only for the students who are in the convocation hall, and I would like to invite Rupanshi Vijayvargiya, who is the Institute Secretary.